Biafra, consecrated mission. Oh, Fatherland, peace be our soul and plate. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood, we count our privilege. Now waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unstead will pass. When we are poised the wind of battle to lead, we shall remember this who died in mass, and shall our trumpets give the glorious song of victory. We score might and wrong. Oh God, protect us from dying in pitfall. Guide all our movements lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to clean and not to count our costs each day. Bless those who serve with resolute face, to make this kind our land of righteousness.
The spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it flow like a river? I said the blood of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it flow like a Red Sea? Spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it rise like a big storm? Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, on anybody, with the again, this my freedom. Rise up, on anybody, with the again, this Biafra. Our Father who art in heaven, oh. You say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth like this in heaven, oh. You say you promise your children. Promise your people, oh. We say you promise the Biafra. Yeah, since amalgamation we see the suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till the today they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. then they kill us, then they eat us, so they make what of us, and our senators. Don't turn against us, they want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable, unquenchable, unquenchable. Freedom, if you're broken and a Biafra, freedom, cause if you're broken and a Biafra, freedom, make you freedom to go, because you fired under too much, because you cried under too much, because you suffered under too much, in a nation, because you killing under too much, because you suffered under too much, because you cried under too much, in a nation, my brother, rise up, yeah, let's march into the promised land, our paradise. I am that I am, says the Lord, is a mighty man in battle. Whenever he say yes, nobody can say no. I say nobody can battle with the Lord. Papa Kwo knows who go. All the killing them are killing Biafrans in Nigeria. Kwo knows who go. A million souls they want to kill before they go leave us as the Biafran. A million souls they want to kill before they go see assassination. Me they ask United Nations, me they ask European Union, and my nation.
Tropical mix. Yes, of course, there is no two ways about that. They must allow Biafrans to go. In fact, I can categorically tell you this evening that nobody is holding Biafra as we speak. We are the one who is holding Biafra nation from emerging. And of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights Radio Station. Biafra Human Rights Radio Station is a child of circumstance. It is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Ukafomefo, and Diokpa Uche Ukafomefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind it. But certainly one day you shall. As the Uche Ukafomefo is the director of Biafra Nation. And we, the Biafra Nation family, eventually are part of the Biafra de facto customary government. This having been said, I want to appreciate the Creator who has given us the privilege to come and talk to our people in a time like this. To be a forerunner in this issue that concerns us as a people. To strategically position to defend the Biafra nation in the last outpost. And so I welcome every man and woman, lovers of freedom, progressive-minded individual, those who understand the truth, who place their hand on the plow and never look back. And of course, I welcome the recruit of Nnamdi Kanu, managed by Chike Doziem and China Sanwo-Olu, those in diaspora and those in Nigeria. I welcome all of you. You have to do your job. After all, there is no employment in Nigeria. Please come on my Facebook and then do what you know how to do. But above all, I acknowledge the Creator, CHUKWUEMEKA, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affairs of man. For he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. And so no matter what happens, We will stand our ground to the end. Our national item say, let those who rule, rule with resoluteness. And then if we must die, we will be ready, for our heart must be ready. We will die without a shred of fear. But the beautiful thing there is that we will tell you how it will end. We have to acknowledge the Creator. And don't forget, I remain George Onyibe from Abo, Anyoma province in Delta State, Biafra land. As always, I acknowledge the Creator. Ibu Chukwu n'ibu chim, Ibu Chukwu onye digwe, Ibu Alpha and Omega mo, Omega mo, onye buru onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka iji na-asị n'ebu chime, n'ịdị ebube o, chimo n'ịdị omimi o. Ebu Alpha and Omega le, Omega mo, onye buru onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka iji na-asị n'ebu chime. He say. And of course, this evening, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic, which I simply titled, The Need to Learn from the Mystic of Dim CHUKWUEMEKA ODUMEGWU OJUKWU. The need to learn from the mystics of Dim CHUKWUEMEKA ODUMEGWU. Dim CHUKWUEMEKA ODUMEGWU, as we all know, remain the people's general. And as such, no moral individual can stand up today to fault his actions. He remained the people's general. Based on what he has done, nobody who is moral can stand up and fault him. Even in the midst of multitude mystics. Why? Because everybody understand, at least if they were ignorant in the past, today they understood that everything that was necessary, he did it. He has to sacrifice everything that needs to be sacrificed. He has to come against every principle, whatever it means. Only one thing matters to him. And when we judge him, we are guided by the sacrifices he made. We are guided by the principle he laid down. We keep on pushing, knowing fully well that he died with only one thought in his mind. He never said good morning in the evening, neither did he say good evening in the evening and then change it over to the morning. He never switched the position of the people. There are men like Adakaburu who told the same part with him. And each and every one of these men of honor and dignity, even till their dying moment, those who were laid astray, erroneously walking even against their people without knowledge, each and every one of them at the end of the day were bold enough to call God to be a witness. I will never forget the words of Ken Saruwiwa. On that very moment where he was to be executed by hanging by the Nigerian state because he asked for the Bill of Rights, then was just the beginning of our mourning. We just waking up. Today in Nigeria, everybody knows Nigeria has ended. I don't care about those people who are currently hitting all the politics because 2023 presidential election is here. This is a national cake, as they call it. Everybody wants their own share. But today, I do not address everybody. I keep saying my word and I will not change. Except situation change, and then let me be put to shame. But as far as what we are seeing is concerned, we know how all these things is going to end. Yes, it is true we were not there when it all began. But we know how it's going to end. Today, there are people who believe that they are the owner of Nigeria. In our very eye, they control almost every sector in the government parasitators. They are head of executive, they are the head of judicial, they are head of legislature. They do anything they want. They are the head of the military, they are the head of finance, they are the head of commerce and industry, they head the medical sector, Ministry of Education. Practically the only thing they don't control is our land. And as I'm talking to you, they are lobbying the global community as well as international, multinational organizations to take our land from us. And we are not even paying more attention there. You will wake up one day, Britain will tell you that for some reason, because of one ecological disaster that has happened the year their father and their father never existed, that they have decided, the United Nations, and you will hear big grammar, that our ancestral land now belongs to the Nigerian state. After all, come to think about it, the Nigerian constitution, as amended in 1999, under decree section 1 of 24 of Nigerian constitution, as they used to tell you, says that every land in Nigeria belongs to the federal government. That the federal government of Nigeria have the right to compensate you or not, depending the person that is on seat in charge of the political power at that time. They have the right to take any land. It belongs to them. If they like, they compensate you. If they don't like, they don't compensate you. Of course, that constitution has been there for a while, but they are soft pedaling it into initiation. And so most of you don't know. So when they come up with different bill, grazing reserve, grazing ranching bill, and the rest of them, they know exactly what they are doing. This thing did not start today. Only that those who saw it came late. And today we have a whole lot of these individuals who saw what we saw today. And then they moved ahead. All of them were killed by Nigeria. The ones who were not killed by Nigeria were practically frustrated. When you talk about the reinitiation of the name Biafra, you talk about Frank Opigo. I was shocked when I dabbled into the history of Frank Opigo. Most of you will not know that all the people from the South who came out openly to support Dim CHUKWUEMEKA ODUMEGWU OJUKWU, because they themselves saw this day coming. All of them were denied access to their property. All of them were bent to live like pauper. Some of them died in Lagos and their dead body buried. The ones that died in their homeland, Nigeria made sure they pour chemical on their dead body to make sure that you can't even trace their DNA. Few people like Philip Effiong, they made sure the road linking to his community was washed out by erosion. But as men of dignity, every one of these men died in honor. Do not forget, our topic is simply titled, The Need to Learn from Dim CHUKWUEMEKA ODUMEGWU OJUKWU, as well as all the compatriots, all the patriots who fought side by side with him. His action and sacrifice was geared towards one end and goal, and one end alone, which was to salvage his people from the imminent danger, and also in the case of older patriots who fought with him. Anything Ojukwu did, whether in error, whether in imperfection, everything Ojukwu did was geared towards one direction and one end alone. Immediately after independence, within the first 3 years of Nigeria gaining her independence, a lot of things happened. Abnormalities, they were chaos, crisis everywhere. It is not because something new happened that introduced those chaos. It is because that very day the British gave independence to Nigeria, they were not ready. It didn't come from their heart. A lot of things has happened before then, but they made a mistake. And they couldn't cover that mistake. And that mistake led them to give us independence. Forget about the people who pushed the bill for independence. Something activated them to do what they did. And Nahoro and the host of others, It was the Enugu coal mine massacre that activated everything. And so if they don't tell you about what happened to those men in Enugu coal, understand that it was their blood that ignited what led to Nigeria independence. And since the colonial masters couldn't hide much of their atrocity against our people, they decided to initiate a pendulum of chaos. They took most of the street boys they have as at that time, from Gowon, who is still alive, to Obasanjo, whose parents' identity is not much known, down to everybody from the west and the north who represented Nigeria, was deployed to cause chaos from day one. They took all of them to London, where they were educated and taught to do what they are doing today. A promise was made to them that their father, their children after them will occupy the same position. But that dream has not come yet. They trained them and told them what to do. You can imagine few days after independence, people like CHUKWUEMEKA, with a host of thousands of Yoruba and Hausa, with few Igbos, came together to overthrow this cabal. Because people like CHUKWUEMEKA, ODUMEGWU, OJUKWU, people like Ifa Jonah, among the host of other Biafrans, they all attended the same school. Though those from the west and the north were sponsored by the British government, while those of them from the east, Biafra land, were sponsored by their parents. Let me digress a little bit. Ifa Jonah was on the know of everything. And go and find out who he was. He was the first black man to win 5 gold medals in one Olympic game. And so from there he had access to the Western world. He was an unusual human being, I must tell you. It was very easy for them to incorporate him or admit him into the Nigerian army, not because he was related to OJUKWU, but because he had outstanding performance. He was not an ordinary man. Today he is saboteur. May God forgive all of us. And this having been said, people like CHUKWUEMEKA, ODUMEGWU, OJUKWU paid their trip. All expenses paid by their parents. Chukwuma and Zogo and the rest of them. And then when they discover this, people try to change matter. Agunyorosi emerged as a governor. And then you have Dinka Suka and the rest of them. Within a period of 3 years, there was uprising in Nigeria. And it boils down to one thing, that those who have cap don't have head, and those who have head don't have cap. And then with the connection OJUKWU has gathered, with great men around him, people like Amechi Mpo, people like Ben Nwabweze, professor, people like Mbono Ejike, people like Akane Biam, people like Enahoro, people like Ambrose Ali, people like Philip Effiong, too numerous to mention. All these people he thought would give him the ultimate support. And so he didn't need to bother nor plan. From one problem to another, trying to resolve the other will lead to another. And then OJUKWU, as a progressive-minded fella, invited Gowon and the host of older people and asked them, we need to discuss about how to live as one. We need to discuss how we must continue as Nigeria. OJUKWU, having encountered the things that happened, understood that his safety cannot be guaranteed if he go back to Lagos State, being the head of government, the seat of power as at that time. He requested that this meeting to bring peace in Nigeria should be organized, or rather Ghana should be the host country. And that is what is known as Aburi Accord. The chairman of the Ghana National Liberation Council, Lieutenant General J.A. Ankara, was the chairman who presided over this matter. Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon was the head of state. Lieutenant Colonel ODUMEGWU CHUKWUEMEKA was the governor of the Eastern region. Major Mobolaji Johnson was the governor of Lagos State. Lieutenant Colonel Hassan Castena was the governor of the Northern region. Lieutenant Colonel David Ejo was the governor of the Midwestern region. Commodore Joseph Edet Akinwale Vice President of the Nigerian as of that time. We have Colonel Robert Adebanyo, governor of the Western region. You have Alhaji Kam Salem. You have Mr. T. Omobari. You have others like the Secretary N. Akman to the military governor of the East. You have Alhaji Aliu Akilu, Secretary to the military governor of the North. You have Lawani, Under Secretary, military governor of the office of the Midwestern region. You have P. Odumosu, Secretary to the military governor of the West, and too numerous to mention. And so this was not something OJUKWU concocted and compelled people to go there. The consent of Nigeria was there. OJUKWU simply don't want any problem to continue. OJUKWU needed them to have a roundtable discussion and then chart a way forward for a progressive, peaceful, and prosperous Nigeria. Don't make any mistake about that. And so they went to Ghana under the guidance of Lieutenant Colonel Ankara. At the end of the day, they agreed. The atmosphere was calm. The history have it that OJUKWU never participated in any form of humor with them because he did not trust them. But that having been said, they have come to an agreement. And then OJUKWU came back. In order to carry out every agreement that was made in Ghana, OJUKWU moved ahead and told his people what happened. And then history said that there are those who told Gowon never to agree. How can he let OJUKWU rule him? You let OJUKWU go, all of you will die of hunger. You cannot stop. Go and fight OJUKWU. We will give you every necessary support. Of course, we all know the history. And so in less than 1 month, OJUKWU have a nation to defend. In just less than 1 month, OJUKWU have to do something that has not been done before. He has to dabble into the unthinkable, all to save his people. It is true, he never got the consent of the people of the Midwestern states. Yes, it is true, majority of the ethnic nationalities within the Biafran territory in the then Eastern region were not properly consulted. OJUKWU felt he didn't have enough time. That was an error. I'm coming. He quickly gathered the stakeholders in Nigeria to discuss this issue, like I have told you. But in the midst of all this, genuine reason for OJUKWU to defend his territory, he failed to put the following principles in place. Inasmuch as OJUKWU desire was to defend our land, he failed to put certain things in order. Tonight, one of my greatest confidence when I joined this struggle was that we had the mistakes of our ancestors to learn from. We look at how they feel. We look at how they succeed. We look at the role their ignorance play. We look at sacrifice they have made. We look at how they die. And then, like Imam Mezu who have passed on, the greatest glory and trophy we can win to ourselves is to die still being able to identify with the struggle of the Biafran nation. With every sacrifice OJUKWU made, with every sacrifice he made, sacrifice of blood, sacrifice of finance, sleepless nights, too numerous to mention, there were things he failed to do. And that is why today we have found ourselves in the same position. Somebody is saying he's coming for us. He's coming for everybody. He says he's coming from unknown gunmen. And he's going to come for our leader, the leader of the Biafran de facto customary government. Yeah, I saw it in Sahara Reporter. He said they are coming. But Nigeria at this stage should understand that what is even coming for them, they are not ready for it. All of you will soon run out of the border of Nigeria. The hunter will become the hunted. The hunted will become the hunter. And in the end, there will be no hiding place for anybody. And that is why when those who are bragging, you better remain in diaspora. You will weep when you see the picture that will come out from here. You will cry because something has been initiated. We are calling all of you to order. But some of you, is it the juju you took oath Nnamdi Kanu gave you is making you to lose your brain? Brother, I was there. There will be no excuse. They say they are coming. But I bet you, they will come in one way and they will flee in 7 ways. Because even those who are bragging and jumping up and down, they don't know what is coming. They don't. But all these things can be averted. But I'm talking to our people. I'm talking to Biafrans. OJUKWU made mistakes. I'm not here to blame him. But we have the privilege to learn from his mistakes. A lot of things are going on. The Nigerian will know today. They thought they have finally emasculated us, crippled us in every way imaginable. Until they saw IPOB. And that was when IPOB was IPOB. Not these criminals and rat in the cage. How did he call them? Useless old men, foolish idiots. That is what Nnamdi Kanu said. I didn't say that. Hopeless, useless idiot in UK. All of you rat in the cage. But you don't have sense. You don't have sense again. Because there is a reason we are telling you. That day, on the last day, on the last day, on the last day, only true Biafrans will be raptured. On the last day, on the last day, only true Biafrans will be raptured. You don't understand, but we will continue pushing until you understand. Today, one part of Yoruba will come out and say, we want the Oduduwa nation. We want Oduduwa nation. The other one will come. We say, we don't want Oduduwa nation. Let me tell you, if you are a Biafran still reasoning, Yoruba don't have any reason why they should up out of Nigeria. They don't. They don't. It's okay, somebody will say, oh, they have Fulani terrorizing them, raping them, kidnapping their monarch. But yet they have OPC, supported by the government, and their monarchs. Yes, they have Omoteko, supported by their government, and their monarch. Nigeria cannot even do anything about that. Don't that give you a message? Which one do we have? Ochanja Market Boys Vigilante. Holy Ghost Junction Boys Vigilante. Like the one governor of Onitsha, flag off. And then Nnamdi Kanu is telling him he will finish him, he will embarrass him, he's a Fulani blood. But the bottom line is that Nnamdi Kanu unknown gunmen, Nnamdi Kanu is ESM, have succeeded in killing more of our people and have not touched one Fulani. We will expose them because of their home video and drama they were at, and because they will buy one cow, take it somewhere, they shoot it. Yeah, we are chasing Fulani. You think you at this stage you want to tell me you are ignorant of the way Nigerian function? That man said they are coming. And we are waiting. But let me tell you the truth. The end result is the collateral damage. When OJUKWU decide to engage Nigerian bomber to bomber, he never considered the collateral damage. Let's look at some of them so that you understand. The data say, oh, God bless unknown government. Oh, they have run out of police. Oh, they have done this. What OJUKWU did to Nigerian army in the first 6 months of this war, if it were to be Yoruba and Hausa Fulani, they won't talk about war. You see, when you talk about the end led to it, let me digress further. When the war started, the army of OJUKWU, the battalion led by Achuse, ODUMEGWU, pushed the Nigerian army even beyond Benin to Ore. And of course, Ifajona was there. He was the person in command of that fleet. The Yoruba invited him to Ibadan. Let them see how they can stop the war. And he went. He didn't come back. Whatever he discussed with the Yoruba, nobody knows. Till towards the end of the war, he didn't come back. And the commandant in charge of that trip told the men, if after certain days we don't see Ifajona, we have to go back. Something is wrong. If they catch him and maybe torturing him, eventually he give up our position, all of us will die. Nothing would have stopped OJUKWU from his men from overtaking the seat of power. And then why Ifajona was in Ibadan? The Yorubas through the Owo road came out in Benin, gave Hausa Fulani access, and they brought the Biafran army. From that day onwards, we begin to retreat. Couldn't hold our ground. Before they could make any backup from the Midwestern region, a lot of things has gone wrong. But all these things led to that. After a certain period of time, Nigeria began to lobby with the resources in our land, settle many countries around the world. All of them played their part. None of these attack could stop us, except for the single fact that they cut off every source of supply. Ambazonians today have to suffer in Cameroon because they are Biafrans, part of the ancient Biafrans, the southern Cameroon. A lot of things happen. Bakassi Peninsula, made up of more Igbos from the extraction of Imo State, they are in Cameroon. Of course, they chased them out of the land and gave the land to Cameroon. Obasanjo was the signatory to the relinquishing of this land, that if they will block that area and prevent food or medical aids from coming in, at the end of the war, they will give them that war. We are all aware of this history. These were the things OJUKWU did not consider. Let us look at the area you feel so that you know why we are doing what we are doing. Number one, he didn't consult people. Lack of consultation. Today, when you contact other nationality, ethnic nationality in Biafra land, and say, why did you people not give OJUKWU the ultimate support? What you will hear is that we were not consulted. I can tell you that 99.9% of those people will tell you they were not consulted. And I tell you the truth today. I don't care the name you answer. You come to my territory, even to defend me without telling me, brother, you will be greeted with the greatest surprise you are not prepared for. That is why when our people are deceiving themselves with what is on ground, so people will write, hey, Wike is there. Your non-government is coming to defend the rivers people. Wike know the game you are trying to play. Also, Ogoni, you want to go and defend. Maybe you think Wike and Ogoni people are not in good time. Stop playing that game, Nnamdi Kanu. It will not lead you anywhere. Because we are here to expose all those your distraction. You were telling us you will give us Biafra. You will give us Biafra. Finally, you have agreed that only you cannot give Biafra. And now you are saying, no, all of us should give you mandate. Who did you consult? Who did you tell you are looking for Biafra? Because everything that would have given us our freedom on a platter of gold, Nnamdi Kanu have destroyed it. With the money we have contributed over a decade, he's still using it to hire people to come to Facebook and attack us in terms of character assassination. In the media, he has the money. We shall see how far it will go. He never consulted anybody. When we finish this broadcast now, because Nnamdi Kanu is actually listening, he will now go and do, because his own is online country. He will now go and gather them and say, yes, Ijaw people, interaction with Ijaw people, interaction with Abo people. You have not come to interact with Anyoma. And then they say, yeah, it's consulting now. You people don't know what is coming. Let me digress further. When we talk about what happened in Biafra war, we keep seeing 3.5 million innocent women and children. I want you to look at the victim. Women and children. Women and children. Women and children. Those of you sponsoring Eastern Security, Nnamdi Kanu Malaysians, I want you to look at your son or your daughter sitting around you now and tell me you have made preparation for the inevitable. Because don't think you are in diaspora, you will cause problem. We are taking record of every event. We will make you feel the pain as much as we will feel it. Nnamdi Kanu is fully aware of all these things. We warned him. You cannot sell the next generation. He thought he has arrived. He feels the power, the influence of his sitting upon the pinnacle of power. And then he calls us a bluff. He sold the next generation. He betrayed everybody. And some of you say, no, let's focus. We are focused, brother. The same way we brought Nigerian down to her knee. That is the same way every enemy of Biafra will be brought to their knee. I said, look at that, your brother, your sister, your nephew, your cousin, all those little children, small children. And imagine all of them here in Biafra land. And then another war come up. How many of us will unknown gunmen protect? How many of us will Nnamdi Kanu ESM protect? You don't know the size of your community. You don't even know the danger, the dangerous terrain that is unapproachable. You don't even know how many of your children, brothers and sisters who have given birth to the enemy that are inside your home. It's not going to take a whole lifetime to get this record, this information. It takes commitment. It doesn't matter the population, but it takes the will and determination. And that is why, like one of my brothers said, the people ruling Nigeria are the majority. Fulani, less than 3%. They are ruling us. With all our population, where are we? Our number come to nothing. Think about your grandmother in the village now. I saw a woman about 100 years plus online. And then one of our sisters went to call attention to help that woman. And then I felt pain. Because in as much as those people want to help that old woman, they are even putting her under more pain. And so those of you who are in the habit of helping those people who need help, truly need help, understand no old person is sick. Nobody who is 100 years, in fact from 90 years upwards, they are not sick. They need help. They need care. In the absence of that, it looks like they are sick. So don't worry about them. Now, this having been said, you have such old women and old men at home. Imagine when this music begin to play, you will know why Victor wife will talk about Guitar Boy. Go and find out the meaning of Guitar Boy. Just look at these two people and tell me you don't have preparation for them and you are talking. You want to be rhythmatized. You just want to be gingered. Is that the freedom we come to look for? Somebody is practically leading all of you to your death, insulting even the sacred stool in our land. And you people can't see he has gone astray. Like I was saying, OJUKWU did not consult, not because he was arrogant, because he didn't have the time. But I tell you that the ignorant of the law is no excuse. The ignorant of the law is no excuse. And then, because he didn't have the time, he ignorantly defended our land. Today, people blame him internally. They blackmail him that he started the war. Number 2, his inability to confide in his kinsmen. I want you to watch all these things I am making. These are the same mistake Nnamdi Kanu is making, the same character he's exhibiting. But he has placed himself on a very high horse. To come down is a problem. He never consulted his kinsmen. Imagine you tell Nnamdi Kanu, go and beg Nyanwodo for forgiveness. He will rather kill all of you than to do that. He won't kill his family member. Everybody in Nigeria army and police resign, come back, come and join ESM, unknown gunmen. But his sister is still there with the same Nigeria police. Huh? We must not hear Yoruba. Yoruba is foolish people. They are bad people. Must we hear them? That was when he was who he was. But he was the one who told us Yoruba is bad.
Any day I come back and tell you that you can go and hug Yoruba people and love them. Any day I come back and say to you that you can befriend Rochas Okoro, Charles or Carlo.
Now, just look at these two things he told you. Any day I tell you you can befriend the Yoruba, but the same Nnamdi Kanu not only asked us to befriend the Yoruba, I had issue with him so many times. All of you thinking, Association of Yoruba and Fulani. In the same Nnamdi Kanu and his brother, Allen Onyema took Nnamdi Kanu fine boy to America with Yoruba Usa Fulani. They went to eat. The picture is on social media. All these things are attitude of disregard. Let's listen to it again, because people don't understand what we are telling them. You think it's to ginger you?
Any day I come back and tell you that you can go and hug Yoruba people and love them. Any day I come back and say to you that you can befriend.
Any day I tell you to go and hug Yoruba, but he told us to hug Yoruba, and your brain is not working. The same mouth that said, hey, avoid them, kill them, go ahead. The same mouth of insulting begin to love them. Let's just listen to it all.
Rochas Okoro, Charles or Carlo, any of these governors or any member of the corrupt leadership of Ohaneze, that same day I please urge you to kill me, because I'm no longer worthy to exist.
Now you can know from his own mouth. This is what killed Pharaoh. If we pray from their mouth, oh Lord, declare your judgment, they will die. That is why CHUKWU will kill all of them. This was the real Nnamdi Kanu all of you followed. The one you are following now, watch him. Yoruba Juju have finished him. But most of you still don't know. It's just acting fame. That was when the spirit of Biafra was speaking through him. That was when he was who you think he is today.
I said this before and I shall repeat. There is only two places for me in this struggle. Either we get Biafra or I'll be in my grave. There will be no exile. There will be no retreat.
He's not in exile now. He's strolling. He's strolling. No, he's strolling. My brother, how many all those kangaroo game, you deceiving our people. You have not considered the magnitude of collateral damage. You people don't know what you are calling for. Because you are unemployed does not mean you don't have sense again. No. Because you are jobless does not mean you have become an idiot. Because of your anger for Nigeria does not mean you begin to go and kill police and come and announce it, and you are looking for Biafra, non-violent Biafra. Use your head. When I take statistic record of the people who are doing all these things, I only discover that over 90% of them just join the struggle. They don't know what it is. Of course, now they cannot deliberately remove every genuine individual fighting for our freedom and brought in people he can control. And you are not seeing it. These were the mistakes OJUKWU made. He cost us dearly. We have not even finished recovering from all of them. You can go ahead and listen to all this audio. You will see all his lies, every lie he told, and how he has gone back to his vomit. In this audio, if I continue to pray, you see him after broadcasting. He don't know what to say again. He say, "Where is barrister?" The same barrister is a saboteur now. Shame on you. Number 3. Of course, I am not done with number 2. His inability to confide in his kingmen. He has people. He has people. I think he became supremacy. I have said this before. Asiko Pabe was able to escape from Anambra. Today he's a saboteur. But believe me, Iroma yake dija enyeluogu. Iroma yake dija aga iluogu. If a snail, it said, with good tongue, a snail through the thorn. You can climb through the knife and they won't cut it in. And that is why the Bible says wisdom is the principal thing. In all that getting, get wisdom. OJUKWU didn't confide in his kingsmen. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is the only kingsman. He's the original king. He's the original governor. He's the original supremacy. Only Nnamdi Kanu. You better not correct him. The moment you try that, you are a saboteur. They will concoct story and label you all manner of name, and how long will it be? The world know already that you are a joke, you are a clown. Nobody has issue with you that you don't use derogated words. I am your destiny, and I am your doom. One day you will understand. Our governors are corrupt. They are criminal. When Biafra come, we will kill them. We will shoot them. But you go behind. You collect money from them. When he saw Ghana must go coming from Atiku, language change. Yes, having consulted our elders, you don't know, they say we don't respect them. And then considering the fact that our demands have been met and the terms are conqualadas, I am here to tell you that our needs have been sealed, delivered, and documented, and then we can continue, and then, money get power. But nobody is calling him saboteur. He's the one calling everybody. Nobody is asking him, guy, where is the seal delivered and documented? You are still shouting, Biafra. Check the month now. This is the month of March now. April, May, June, July. Very soon, of course, unknown government is dying down gradually. ESN is ended. Dragon Flag movie has ended. We are waiting for the new release. The same way he changed who to attack. And you cannot see that you are just rigmaroling within the same method and principle the colonial master used on our father is what this guy is replicating to use on us. But some of us are spiritually led. Can you see it? You can't. You can't see that nobody is not fighting for your freedom. The deal has been sealed already. All you need to do is to keep your brain occupied. That is why you don't have job. You are here doing the job they give you. Recharge card, you start yapping. But who gives a hoot about what you do? We are not here to steal the land that belongs to another person. We are not fighting for a sovereign nation that is not legitimate. And then why must we operate except within the preamble of law? When we get to that stage, you will know. We must deploy every principle and strategy to make sure the collateral damage are managed. But these things doesn't come to your head. You are clapping. He say, go, yeah, he have an unknown gunman. Hey, very soon you see unknown what? You talk to everybody as if you are somebody. Under normal circumstance, who is in the Kanu to talk to be of furniture? Maybe it can cause the governors. But believe me, some of these governors, they are human beings. But who are you? Despite the fact that most of our monarchs decide to compromise with the government of the day, who are you to talk to be of furniture? We know all those secrets too. All of you attacking Obi of furniture, we know why you are doing all those things. So, Obi of furniture is only one king anybody just talk to anyhow. But not until you know the truth. You will be destroying that which will save you. Go and check out the whole police your Eastern security have killed. All of them are Igbo people. Hausa Fulani just write out the name of Igbo people they want to kill. They will send them to checking point. If they can send them to Sambisa forest to be slaughtered, annihilated by their own Fulani herdsmen, their own Boko Haram. Is it the checking point they cannot send them? They look at, okay, look at Mpo. How many police in Mpo? They say 1,000. Out of the 1,200 are Igbo. Okay, those Igbo, put them on checking point. Let us be sincere. Have you seen warders commit any crime in our society? There are one area of security agencies that I have not seen. They do their own sin inside the prison. But once they leave their prison, because they are eventually prisoners, they don't disturb anybody. So maybe they were carrying one of your known gunmen, then you went there, you killed all of them. Hey, Biafra, hey, we teach them lesson. Guy, people who can reason are watching all of you. Repent. They are sending our people. So your known gunmen and Eastern security have killed more of your people than the people they are supposed to do. In fact, the people, you people are not reasoning. Hey, we are happy, we are happy. Yes, our non-government, they are bomb police station. Look at China Sanguru. Look at China Sanguru. The greatest betrayer of Nnamdi Kanu. It will dawn on Nnamdi Kanu, and on that day, all of them will abandon him. We don't flatter people to get favor from them. You do the right thing, we follow you that way. You do anything, we follow you that way. Because we are saddled with spiritual responsibility. We are the Biafran watchmen. We must carry out our ancient duty. And we go nowhere. We die here. But you won't understand anyway. Because by now people think, oh, we'll be everywhere doing things that we are not supposed to. No. We are saddled with ancient and spiritual responsibility. And then finally, the third one. Deem CHUKWUEMEKA ODUMEGWU OJUKWU neglect the rule of other ethnic nationality within the region. Today, when we talk about the history of Biafra. We keep talking about the names of Igbo, 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 Igbo. Why is the name of Akwa Ibom people not appearing? Only 2 or 3. One Okon, who served as a judge in one of OJUKWU court martial. In fact, he was the magistrate that sentenced Ifajuna to death. And then you have Yoeta, and then you have Philip Efyong. To me, it look as if they were ceremonial. They had the name, but not the power. And so, where are the Ogoni people? Can somebody make a publication and show me? Where are the Ijo? Are you telling me none of these people, how their men fought on that war? Or you want to tell me the war didn't get to River State? It didn't get to Akwa Ibom and Cross River State? You want to tell me this war didn't get to Bayelsa? Are you telling me that Bendel State that was used as a military front, that nobody came out to fight? Why are we not hearing their name? This was one of OJUKWU mistake. You have started the same thing. We analyzed this issue before. We introduced strategy to make everybody come on board. But each time you are threatened by their presence. You can't trust them, and yet you want them to trust you. To give them a nation they can be proud of. Whose nation is that? The same game they played before now, that is the same game they are playing. And maybe every 1,000 years things change. We were all here, some group of people, only God who know who sent them. They went ahead of all of us and signed amalgamation. And then some years later, some group of people, only God who know who sent them, they went ahead and signed for independence. Now you are enjoying your independence. And now at this stage, another group of people are going everywhere, fighting to give us a nation. Who sent you? Who sent you? Our people, I don't expect you to understand the depth of what we are saying. I speak the way I speak because I want to give account of my words. These were the mistakes of Dean CHUKWUEMEKA OJUKWU. But I tell you, with every forensic study of his character, attitude, actions, among others, we see he did everything he did genuinely. But of course, do not forget that the road to heaven is paved with good intention. He had good intention. Then how many more people will die because of good intention? The Ogoni people fully know what happened to Ken Saruwiwa, and they can analyze in sincerity one mistake they will never make again from his action, from his life, and from his death. The Ijaw people understand what Adakaboro represents, and today they are in the best position to tell themselves the truth from sincerity. One mistake they will not make again. Of course, Adakaboro made the same mistake, and even worse than OJUKWU. But he has his reason. And so, if Biafra must come, if all of us must indeed go together, there are a lot of things that need to be put in place. Somebody will say, oh, then they kill us, they are killing us, they are killing us. You even send your people to their death. Because you think with this, you can now attract global sympathy. Who the hell sent you? They know your plan already. They were telling you, oh, Oduduwa, we are loving. Hey, Fulani, Hausa, Fulani, all of us are loving. It's only Fulani, we are loving people. And you think you can cause trouble between Fulani and Hausa? You think you are the reason why Middle Belt is waking up? You think Yoruba give a damn about you? My brother, no be now the Kanu they tell us. Now, you know, you don't forget them. He has forgotten. Our people must understand that we must be able to come home. And all these things, as I'm talking to you, they take time, planning. And some of you will expect that when I come now, I say this is what we are going to do. And when you finish saying it, Nigeria will fold their hand and be looking at you. But then the Kanu is busy telling you the things that will make you jump up. It is a go, yeah, our boys are working. Father Ngwongo or Dingwongo Abi, what is his name? Bring more money. The unknown government are waiting. And then when you give your mass, you tell them, oh Lord, I don't they give money to Nande Kanu make it they kill our people. But we're gonna stop to deceive on ourselves. I don't know what you people are made up of that you can't see the danger this man is bringing to our land, and he has run out. He started that he was fighting the enemy of the people, Nigeria. Today he's the best friend of Nigeria. And then he came and he said it's for our governors. And then he's coming now, he's chasing the police. And then when the police are no longer there, he's going to chase all of you. He will come for the monarch. They have started it. But I tell you, all those things you are doing, there is one you are going to do. You will meet your Waterloo. We come to save our people, not to kill our people. When you sit back and think about the grown-up men who died in the war, Ikenna Onenyi talked about how he fought even as a 10-year-old child. Today is a saboteur. Ikenna Onenyi, who at the age of 10 years fought Nigerian Biafra war, is a saboteur by Nnamdi Kanu, and you people don't have sense. I repeat, Ikenna Onenyi, engineer Ikenna Onenyi, at the age of 10 years, volunteered himself to fight alongside OJUKWU. Today, in the list of Nnamdi Kanu, he's a saboteur. Ikenna Onenyi collected money from Nigeria. He want to sabotage Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, you can fool your people. You can't fool us. If you want Igbo Biafra, and then say, we let you begin to do what you are doing. If it is the Biafra of Idoma, if it is the Biafra of Egala, if it is the Biafra of Arochukwu, if it is the Biafra of Anioma, if it is the Biafra of Urobo Ishekiri, if it is the Biafra of Efike Bibiu Anna, if it is the Biafra of Umbitorum Pano Amando Bankwiriolo, you fail. The ancestors has risen. You just have not seen it. What we gave to you to do what you are doing now, it's more than enough to give us what we want. And people don't understand. And talk another thing. How can you talk another thing when you see that this man has become a clause in the wheel of our progress? What is your achievement, according to my brother Chukwuemeka? What? Only blackmail, character assassination. You are the one even telling Nigeria our secret. You yap from the both sides of your mouth. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one I'm talking of. Your pattern is to go to your fake Facebook and talk. With all these mistakes, those who has gone before us has made, I don't see any reason why we should continue doing the same thing. This same mistake is still being repeated today. We all know what it cost to OJUKWU. It cost him dearly and greatly. The end result was that millions of children and elderly people were killed. Today, at the same position, we should not be in a hurry. We must meticulously plan before we can make any further move. We need to plan. We need to put strategies in place. We need to make sure that once we are ready to march, nothing can stop us. We have the population. We have the technical know-how. We have the academians. We have the spiritual God. In fact, our people will say everything that God has created is complete in Biafra land. But without planning, we are not going anywhere. Mazi Menfor has done his best to call you to order. You refuse. Mazi Obidi has done his best to call you to order. You refuse. Okado and the rest of them, but they refuse. Right from day one, you were playing all of us as a game. You told Nigerians how to manage you, and they manage you well, and so you still look like a saint. Brother, we are the one that know your in and out, and though we encourage you to repent before it is too late. At this moment, our lines are open. And of course, my line is under always in the hand of the monitoring spirit. Once I want to come on air, the monitoring spirit are released. But of course, speaking we say mama no go sleep. In no go sleep. So if you are able to get the line, you're free to call in. But if you have access to my private WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, you're so free to call in, at least for the time being. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642. I repeat again, 07081545642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct number. Of course, if you are calling outside Biafra land, you have to add +234. The numbers are open and you're free to call in. And for your information, there is a lot of work going on as we speak. A lot of activities going on as we speak. All in an effort to make sure that Biafra nation is restored. And a lot of things, like I said, I cannot be able to explain to you on air because we do not look for man approval. We look for God confirmation. And that is the ultimate restoration of Biafra. Please, you are free to call in and make your contribution. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
I'm sure you are listening to your radio. Stop
Yes,
listening
I
to
can
your
hear you.
radio. Stop listening to your radio. Pay attention to your phone.
Okay, my name is Indubisi. I'm calling you all the way from Belgium.
Go ahead, please, Ndubisi.
Okay. Please, I just want to say thank you very much for your good work. I appreciate so much. You are doing a great job. Please keep on preaching to these guys because they don't want to listen. And I really know that with you, I believe that they will be able to understand what they are doing to themselves. These guys are causing a lot of hard work in the East. And they are even happy doing all those things. I am so tired. Look at a whole Anambra state, a peaceful state like Anambra State today. Eh? I don't just understand why these guys are doing all these things to our people. All in the name of fighting for Biafra. I'm tired, sir. Please, I really appreciate you. I enjoy your program. In fact, each day I come and you are not online, I feel like something is missing. I so much enjoy you, sir. Keep on doing your good work. May God Almighty bless you and your entire family. Thank you very much and God bless.
You see, God bless you, my brother. Only those that are led by the Spirit can understand the time that we are in. Our duty is to cure all of you. Nnamdi Kanu Juju has eventually caught up with many of you. The oath have silenced you. You rather be a fool than to reason. Your brain is taken from you. But we know the truth. Our lines are open. You are free to call in and make your contribution. It doesn't matter what you have to say. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Yes, good evening from here. Good evening,
sir.
my brother. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Kimjika Okbabia. Kimjika is the River State Administrator for the Biafran people. I greet you all, my people, my brothers and sisters in this struggle. Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, those of us in our land, good evening. And you nailed it. You really nailed it. Our people have to make a U-turn. It's not wrong to make mistakes, no doubt. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. We are all subject to mistakes. The only man that doesn't believe he makes mistakes is Nnamdi Kanu. I keep saying it. The only man I have known in my life that can never admit that, yes, I made a mistake. Oh, sorry.
He is the perfect man. He is the holy God. He is the supremacy. He choose who live and who die. He is do this one.
Everything.
Thunder will go fire him if he never repent. He never ready for it.
I listened to his broadcast. His broadcast. I don't know. Was he under an influence when saying these things? Was he under something?
Of course,
when
he takes drugs. He takes drugs. He's on drugs.
How can you open your mouth and say you determine who lives and who dies? Jesus. In what context can a man say such words? I determine who lives and who dies. Jesus Christ. Even the army commander cannot say this openly. And you think you can be alive. You think you can come to this same society and live. So in every facet, the failure is all over. The failure, I do tell people, many have been calling me to thank me and to work with us here in River State. They have been observing these things. Many have been coming out from their shambles. They've been coming out.
All of you administrators across the world, embrace our people. Let us save them first. Don't just let's save them first. Because we are people in need of freedom. And somebody came and told us this history, the story of salvation. We believe he was able to deliver. He's going to be able to deliver. He shall deliver us from the threatening danger, the imminent danger, who is very Nigeria itself. And then at the end of the day, he has enslaved us more than even Nigeria. Rubbish all of us, and then he walks away with it. I searched today and I begin to wonder, how could one man bamboozle all of us? He did. He succeeded. But then it's not true for him, except that we gave him that privilege.
Yes, I do tell them, this is not all about violence. All about violence. What have you achieved with violence? Nothing. If you come to violence, what do you have? No country is supporting you. You don't have money. You don't have. In Igbo, they say, drum no and make noise. A drum that is filled with, things is never noisy. It's very quiet. So this is very obvious. This is very, very obvious. But let me stop here and listen. You just nailed it. And the whole thing you are saying is what they are complaining here in the River State. They have been saying these things, that this is not the way forward. The way this man is doing this thing is not the ideal way. But let's save our people first, as you said. Then after saving our people first, then we'll now move on to, see how we can make them participate fully. Make them be partakers of the struggle. Make the struggle their own. You can't enslave me because you are not paying me. But when you make that struggle my own struggle, I will do so many things diligently without requesting for anything. But by the time you put me there as a servant, giving me orders, it becomes a private business because it's only a business owner. He's only a business owner can give you orders. Your employer, someone that employs you, can give you orders. So let me stop here and give others opportunities to make their own observations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. And of course, we continue to do the right thing. We understand that we get to a stage where we need to respond to any form of attack against our people. But until then, you must not fail to consider the collateral damage in terms of war planning. This is one thing they are not considering. What do they call him? Let me see the article. A report from Sahara Reporter. Of course, before then, let me attend to the caller on the line. Caller, what's up? Are you still there?
Hello, yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much, Mr. Onyibe.
Good evening.
Thank you very much, my lovely brother. With due respect, I cannot appreciate you enough for the good job, sanitizing the land of Biafra land, educating our people over what they're going to see in future. As I speak to you today, Anambra State has been one of the most peaceful states, among all Biafra land. And they've went there, there are no gunmen, apparently, killed many soldiers, done a lot of mayhem in the land. And today, from yesterday, from Asaba to Head Bridge, it's been a lot of gun, shots all over the place, shooting around everywhere, sporadically, by the Nigerian military men, because they want to revenge from what happened to their members. So what is this called? Is it Biafra agitation or madness?
This is just another madness. Before you came on air, I wanted to read out an article from Sahara Reporter. He said, "We are coming for you." The Nigerian Army Chief Ibrahim Atahiru tells Igboho and Dokubo and others. Atahi promised that the army will deal decisively with every form of security threat confronting the nation, including those posed by the secessionalist agitators like Igboho and Dokubo. And now, this is one idiot issuing these threats. It doesn't mean anything to us. He's coming for these people. He didn't go for Fulani herdsmen. He didn't go to Miati Allah. Mark Ben does not bother him. Boko Haram is not an issue. It is only the unity of the united Nigerian that is not negotiable. They don't have sense. But within the Kano behaving like a terrorist, how can we confront these people?
He's not behaving like a terrorist. He's obviously a terror. So the truth is, I'm giving you first-hand information. To move from point A now to point P, as I speak to you, as of yesterday till today, it takes you like 1 hour, 2 hours to move from point A to point P within just 1 inch move. That's the kind of hold up, traffic jam when military men all over the Anambra State, blocking all the road, searching all the vehicles one by one to know who is doing all this mayhem. And it is a lot of people there that are going out there just to an enhancement, just to go there and get something to feed their family. This is not laughable anymore, and it saddens my heart to see these people still come out to laugh about it, about unknown government. I've listened to this riffraff called himself Nnamdi Kanu to tell people that his sister is, resigned from Nigerian police or is no more in service or, but he's never talked about it. He is still there and he is still killing people. Those people you are doing all this to, they are still, most of them are still, serving the Nigerian authority on and they are still our brothers and sisters. They are military, but they are still Biafran people. And you're killing. Go to Obi of Onitsha. Who is in Nnamdi Kanu to even talk to Obi of Onitsha? Mr. George Onyibe, you know the kind of office that man, represent Obi of Onitsha.
Of course.
Nnamdi Kanu will be used as a sacrifice. If we can even come back to Biafra land to challenge the man. But he sat on air talking. Even useless people, even, people that cannot even, they are talking to Obi of Onitsha. What has this man done? Now, can you make us understand that our problem is security? What is the issue when communities are coming together to create their own security? Should it be any problem? Let me ask this. People that don't even have sense to think. When is having, we are meant to understand that self-defense is not, is not a problem. You need to protect yourself. So when this so-called Fulani issue has become a talk of the day, and Obi of Onitsha decided to create his own outfit, who is in Nnamdi Kanu to challenge the man? He shows that he knows what he's doing, because he should have applauded him if he is real. If he is really real, he should have applauded the man. You know what? You've done well for your people. This is what the change we expect to see. But what? He recruited everybody, threatening a king, not just a king. This man is just like a Oba of Benin, Oni of Ife. This man is a stakeholder. However you want to put it. Nnamdi Kanu, you said you're a prince. Your father is a warrant chief. Where they go to government house, they give him a certificate. Political certificate is a political job. When you stop doing political campaign and supporting the government, they will take that chief and put you in prison. But Obi of Onitsha, what he has is ancestral power that nobody can take it away from him. I'm not being funny. This man he mean no good for our people. He mean no good for our people. This man has become the teller of our generation. And the part of it, all these people talking on his behalf, they are all frustrated wherever they are in abroad, Europe, wherever they are, in Dubai. He even sponsored them to go to Ghana. They go to Ghana because they are running from Biafra land, so they will not be caught. He buy tickets for them to go to Ghana. They will be in Ghana causing problem to our people. All this, wow. That you are poor and less head, it doesn't mean that because of that you want everybody to die. You are threatening everybody, threatening people that made us proud as Biafrans. People, the likes of Ifeanyi Ubah, the likes of what is his name? A lot of men that we are proud as Biafran men that are doing good for us, representing. Nnamdi Kanu, who have you helped in your community? Nobody knows. Nobody, you have not helped anybody in your community. And you are just threatening everybody, threatening our kings. You want Biafra. The Biafra you want is when you just, when you put even your word, you spew shit in your mouth. You don't have any quality of leadership. This man is clear insane. As much as I say whatever I want to say, my brother, it makes me, I still find it hard for you people to tell me that you can, accommodate this man for all this while, because it's very, very obvious. that this man is not mentally sound. Anybody that loves him need to check him into mental health hospital as soon as possible. There is nothing about IPOB that represents the interests of our people. You are telling me you need security. You are killing army. You said it's because no security. So those people you are killing, who is going to secure you when they are killing you? I don't know. This is what I don't understand. If your problem is security, why are you killing the security man? Onyibe dibia na-eji agwọrị ọgwụ ndị na-eme ya nsị agwụgwọ. He that killed the native doctor that always protect him. What about the people that are still going to come and attack him tomorrow? Now, our own people, our Biafran people, you've already made them your enemy of the land. You are fighting everybody. The same people that you expected to come and fight for you. So it shows you that this man is in a journey of destruction. Do you understand? And I will advise all these IPOB people to stop giving him money because, you know, a drug addict that you always give money, you know, he will take overdose. It's very, very obvious. You understand? So they need to stop this sensitization from giving him money because if that money he's just putting it in the bank account and not causing mayhem, it's fair enough. But giving him money to overdrug, then come online to blab and talk rubbish where he can change the next 5 minutes, then he's obviously sick. If any sensible person will ask yourself, check all the kind of broadcast. Every he said, he goes opposite the next minute. He shows he's very, very unstable.
He changed all of them after collecting money. Everything
is very, very unstable. That is the classical example of an unstable person. So I don't know any other way to analyze it. The truth remains, you people need to wake up. This man, he don't mean well for our people. And everybody all hands need to be on deck at this point because we're talking about life now. All these people that they are killing is very, very unfair. As I speak to you now, Anambra State now, even private number, they don't need any car with a private number, any covered plate number, any car with a tinted glass is put on law now. They don't need it. As I'm talking to you now, battalions of military men are back in Anambra State. Who are they going to kill? You're still your own people. And you are there blabbing, talking. If you mean well for your people, why can't you just go steady with what you're doing? It's in a journey of destruction. And I'm not being funny. I don't want to go to his parents, but it's very, very obvious they had enough of him. Probably he sacrificed them because I don't understand how they both died at the same time. They couldn't believe the journey their son took them into. And they gave up on him. So why does Nnamdi Kanu have to punish everybody because of that? Does Nnamdi Kanu understand that he still have a brother, he still have family, he still have kids, he still have a wife, that everything he's doing now, the repercussion is coming back to all his family and generation. Money is not everything. Power is not everything. And as we talk now, as I speak, same is what we are getting from Nnamdi Kanu. If it is worst, for somebody to come out, Buhari has never made a speech to tell us that he has the power to choose who lives and dies, or that he can play God. If he needs, it shows you who he is. That statement alone is already, as a law firm, is enough reason to show you that this man is an oppressor. Let us be guided. Let us be very, very wise. And all these people do doing all this. They are promising them that when Biafra come, you will be senate on your state or this or it's never gonna happen. All these boys, they are very, very poor and wretched. Every day they send them 2,000 naira the charge card to insult people, constitute nuisance. People like China Sanworu always lies is the most number one propagandist. Nnamdi Kanu is his boy because he gingered the people to go and do something. But this is reckoning time. This is not gonna it's not gonna be long anymore. And Nnamdi Kanu, I want you to understand, because once this your unknown government is apprehended, it's a game over for you. So have that in back of your head. Once they are apprehended, it's a game over for you. Because that's how we will know your plan for our people. You've been in abroad for many years, you've never achieved anything. For that simple reason, you just want to destroy the whole land. Even some of them, there are one called Nnamdi Obi. He's saying he's frustrated, he's tired, he thinks he's a dead man. That's why he's doing what he's doing. Why can't you use this opportunity to go and learn a medicine? Why can't you use this opportunity to go and learn a mechanic? Useful for yourself. You just want to kill yourself because some man they cannot tell you to kill yourself. Have you asked yourself, after this man told you people to destroy your phone, you don't want to throw your phone, go to the bush? Have he even asked you people?
He don't want them to listen to our broadcast. He want to isolate everybody to IPOB community app, and then they don't want them to know the truth. He didn't buy phone for them, but they didn't break their phone.
But common sense will tell you that somebody that tell you, oh, don't eat today, don't come to my house today, don't eat. He should have had food for you at home when you come. You understand? It's a common sense. If somebody tell you, you know what, forget about this, don't worry, it's solved. There should be alternative in place when he's telling you this. Now the kind of should have. I expected him to ship, container full of phones for these people. He's just killing them, destroying them, doing whatever. It might be sacrificed because you know what? All this is being power be something. Because for him to remain relevant, if he could use his parents for sacrifice, who are these IPOBs? Because how his parents die, I can't even understand. I can't even comprehend it. You understand? So this man is just, he's a self journey. He's on a self-destruction, not our people. So that's what my concern is. Because him trying to carry our people along to a self-destruction journey, then that's what brings, that's what brings the alarm.
He's going to fail in the end.
If he wants to destroy himself, he needs to go carry on and do what he wants to do, but leave our people alone. And the whole problem, we know that we know our hello.
Go ahead.
We know our people has failed us. We know our government has failed us. But you as well that is capitalizing on it to destroy your people. What is the difference between you and this government? Buhari has never treated us the way Nnamdi Kanu is treated us. IPOB London is now called rats in the cage. Rats in the cage. Where IPOB, the motherland of IPOB, where it was registered, where it all started, these people are called rats in the cage. And nobody is thinking that if this office is dissolved, that IPOB is no more existing. And you are still sitting there in your comfort zone shouting. The one that called himself Methuselah, an old fool that don't want to listen. He hid himself in a bedroom, deceiving himself, lying against everybody, talking all sort of rubbish. Because remember, you have family back there. Remember that whatever you sow is going to live. My message to our people is we don't need this. This is gone out of struggle. It's something else. I don't know what it is, but Nnamdi Kanu need to just bury himself in shame because he's gonna. His time is not. His days are numbered. Take it that way. And I just want to acknowledge you once again. Keep up the good job. Yeah.
Of course, we are not going anywhere. Thank you very much, my brother. And we must continue. Our people must understand OJUKWU made mistakes, but they were not deliberate. And we can't afford to make the same costly mistakes. Everyone that has fought for Biafra or their land, they all made mistakes. And this is one truth we must avoid. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Hello, good evening, Samazi.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, the word is listening.
Okay, sir. Mazi George Onyibe, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Anthony Anoze. I am calling from Germany, Munich, to be precise.
You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, I said, may CHUKWUEMEKA bless you as the head of administration of Biafra nation. May CHUKWUEMEKA continue to give you wisdom and more knowledge to lead us. And I am also praying for the Biafra customary government, for God to continue to give them wisdom and knowledge to bring us Biafra in reality.
You see.
Yeah, where I want to contribute is I saw a tweet today from Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu is the problem, and we will not settle the problem in Biafra land without Nnamdi Kanu, because he is the problem. So anybody that is asking or saying, why are we always mentioning Nnamdi Kanu, we must mention him.
He is the problem.
Because
now he is the problem.
Yes, he was the problem, because when we are following Wazurike, Nnamdi Kanu, we are always on radio castigating Wazurike for how many years, and we were not complaining then. He was castigating Wazurike, saying all manner of things against Wazurike until IPOB stand. Now he even what he accused Wazurike of, he has done it 1 million times.
He is worse than Wazurike, Nigerian government, Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, all which is not yet revealed. Is unbelievable.
Yeah. I want to go straight to the tweet of Nnamdi Kanu today. He said that when this new chief of army staff Atahiru said that he is coming to those agitating for secession, for self-determination. He mentioned the chief of army staff of Nigeria. He mentioned Sunday Igboho, and he mentioned Dokubo Asare. Are you listening to me? And did they say that Nigeria, that when together and they bring Asare Dokubo as a chairman of the implementation committee of Biafra customary government, and all the IPOB recruit Iraq are saying that that Nigeria is sleeping. That when Nigeria are sleeping, when they hear that Asare Dokubo was leading, is the one that will lead the Biafra customary government, they went to sleep. One of the Hausa or Fulani man said in one newspaper, in Daily Trust newspaper, day before yesterday, that ignore Asare Dokubo at your own peril. He was telling Nigerian government. And today, The chief of the army staff was saying the same, that they are coming after Asari Dokubo and Sunday Igboho. Our runaway Eloha of Afaruku he was nowhere to be found. So that one is a runaway soldier. Then none, and then we are saying that Asari Dokubo is nothing to Nigeria. But the main state actors, the main Nigerian government, the main people they are shivering because they know the worth of Asari Dokubo. But because Asari Dokubo has led many strong struggles, and he has been in the front line of the struggles. Hello, I don't know whether you are getting my point. Then and everybody knows Uwazurike, but not Uwazurike, Asari Dokubo, but it is because Nnamdi Kanu is handling the microphone. That is why he was able to damage the brains of our Biafran youth. He has damaged the brains of our Biafra youth completely. But I thank God for you, Onyibe, for curing our Biafran youth, because you are bringing them back to the line, to the track. Because when I listen to some of your broadcasts, it falls on the culture of the Biafra, because here in Europe there is culture they followed, and this culture they followed in Europe is when you give birth to a child, you must teach him or her how to behave to his fellow human being. You will teach him not to be bitter, don't say a bad word, all those kind of things. That is what is called culture. And the same thing that you were saying, in fact, the same thing that you were telling us about culture is the same thing the Europeans were telling their people and their children. Here, you cannot see people are not too bitter. They are not violence. Maybe small thing, you will see people fighting, calling people's names. Here in Europe, it was not like that. Hello. So all these things you were telling us is the main thing that we're supposed to do before Biafra restoration, because Nnamdi Kanu has sowed the seed of hatred. Nnamdi Kanu has sowed the seed of bitterness in the minds of our people. Our people are doing like Nketara. Yam all over on Facebook. Yeah? Where are we going from this place? I don't know what type of Biafra. In fact, God forbid that Nnamdi Kanu will restore Biafra for us. God forbid. But I thank God I thank God that our brothers and the Mazi Diokpa posterity will be kind to you. Mazi Diokpa, Jojo Onyibe, posterity will be kind to you. Posterity will be kind to Mazi Uchemefo. Posterity will be kind to Nnayukwu Obido Obieno, Dr. Okado. All the many of them, Omiomi of them, all the both Asari Dokubo, God, posterity will be kind to you people, because you people has come to restore the sanity in Biafra land. You people have come out to bring the Biafra to the normal and the good culture, so that when this Biafra is restored, we follow on the culture that you people laid on the ground. I thank you, because you were doing a great job, Beto. What our people like to hear is a sweet word. Even if you are lying to them, they want to hear the sweet word. Do you know why they are not maybe they are not praising you? All this should I say the damaged brains they are not praising, is because you are not telling them lies. If you start telling them lies or start boasting what you cannot do, boasting about Biafra, telling them about lies about Biafra. They will like you, they will be hailing you, they will say, yeah, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. But because you were telling them the truth, and you know that truth always bitter. Okay, now, let me go back to the tweet of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today. He said that that the federal government can go to that he don't want to he don't care about Asari Dokubo, and about Asari Dokubo is a Biafran. Asari Dokubo is his brother, but he was saying that that nothing should happen to Sunday Igboho. Can you imagine? Can you imagine such statement from somebody that called himself a leader? Can you imagine such a statement? So what does that tell you? It means Nnamdi Kanu is working with it, and he's working with Nigeria. He was working with the Fulani government. It's as simple as that. Because the people that our enemies say that they are coming after your brother that is fighting the same thing that you were fighting, and you say you don't care. Which means if they want to kill him, let them kill him, so that you can be the only saint. And in the whole of Biafra land now, Nnamdi Kanu has tagged everybody in the whole Biafra land, the Sabotua. It's only Nnamdi Kanu is the saint. Can you imagine? Can you imagine such nonsense? It is because we are just keeping quiet about this guy. We made him what he was. We made him what he is now. Nnamdi Kanu, we made you what you are. As Okurada Akaronye Korea, we made Nnamdi Kanu. We supported him. We contributed money for him. I contributed money for him. We supported him. Okurada Akaronye Korea. On our Kwadoze Karendo Korea, but we must make sure that we bring him to the right track. We are not gonna bring him down. We make sure that all of them is in fact I was started thinking that if Nnamdi Kanu wants to go on air, he always take drugs. That is what because I'm telling you, this is not a joke. I am not joking. I am telling you the truth.
That is the gospel truth.
Nnamdi Kanu takes drugs because when he wants to go to air, if you listen to everything he was yapping, talking, you will be asking yourself, you that is not okay, let me say it. Me, I am not educated like Nnamdi Kanu. But when Nnamdi Kanu was talking, or are you sure that this man is educated? How can he be saying something like this? I am not me. But when he was talking on Facebook, yapping, making all sort of nonsense noise, I will be asking this guy listening to himself after this broadcast, because when he entered that seat where he was yapping on Facebook, on that radio, I know that the drugs takes control over him. He don't know what he always said. I'm telling you the truth. That is why he always delete some of his broadcasts, so that before then, we Biafra watchmen, we are all over the world. Before immediately he was broadcasting, we are saving it. We are saving the video. So what I'm saying is that okay, look at unknown gunmen. You don't know. Ali Igbo want to turn like Zamfara State, Kaduna State, Katsina State, Borno State. God forbid. We will never allow it to happen. They can try for a moment, but we can never allow it to happen. I am from Anambra State. We can never allow such thing to happen in Biafra land. How can we? Who is your non-gunman? We want to know who is the commander of Ogono. We want to know who is unknown gunmen. So if unknown gunmen are unknown, we are against unknown gunmen. We don't want them. We don't know them. We are against them. And we must make sure that we do everything humanly possible to destroy unknown government, to stop unknown government. We want, do you see what this Igwe Achebe of our nature did? The security demand floated. That is the kind of a thing we want. Because let me tell you something, in my community, we fight and battle against Fulani. We fight, the youth came out and fight against Fulani because Fulani, they attack one of our brother that went to hunt bushmeat. And our brother came back in our community and we rang a bell and the whole people come out and we move in mass. Before we get to the place they have run, we managed to capture the one Fulani herdsman, and the rest is the story. You understand? So every community, my community, let me tell you, there was nothing like ESN in my community. There was nothing like ESN in my community. My community, there was vigilant group that the P2B set up when he was a governor. And this vigilant group, they are on the ground, and our youth are standby supporting this vigilant group. So any external aggression or any external enemy that comes, for any enemy from outside that come, we fight it together. Where is it? There is no presence of ESN in our land. In my community, I'm saying in my community, I don't know other communities. We guide our communities. There is nothing like ESN. All this noise that you are seeing Nnamdi Kanu was making on Facebook is just a few places ESN was operating. In fact, there is nothing like, there is no presence of ESN in my community. I am on ground. I have people that is on ground. It's like I am on ground. They give me information what is happening every day. So what I'm saying that Mazi Diokpa, I thank you very much, and I know that very soon, I know that the Biafra de facto customary government led by the Chief Asari Dokubo, the chairman of the implementation committee, I know that they will do something about this unknown government, and even about the ESN, because Biafra land will not turn into a bandit, because this is how bandits started in Kaduna. This is how bandits started in Kaduna, in Zamfara state, in the Katsina state. This is how it started. So we will never allow it. We will never allow it. The security that will protect us in Biafra land will be a collective effort. It will be a collective effort of our traditional rulers, our president PGs, president generals of communities. It will be a collective effort of our state House of Assemblies. It will not be a one-man business. ESN is a private security of Nnamdi Kanu, and that is why in his previous broadcast, Nnamdi Kanu that said that he is a strong, a very powerful man, that he decide who can live and who cannot live. Can you imagine Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu, when he came to Germany, he's like a one who is not eating. I can send you the picture. I can post the picture. But after we made him what he is. We made sure we supported him. But he want to turn to like a Gaddafi or a Gaddafi of Libya in Biafra land. That we can never allow, and we never allow it. So thank you, my able administrator. And I am using this opportunity to ask every reasonable Biafrans to look for a nearest unit of a Biafran nation and join. This is where you can ask questions. This is where you can ask any question you want. This is where you can do anything you want according to the law. It's not in the IPOB. You cannot ask a question. If you ask a question in the IPOB, they will tag you. They will tag you as saboteur. They will tag you as saboteur. But in Biafran nation, you can ask question. If you see what you would do, like if tomorrow, if Mazi Diokpa Onyibe, you are our head of administrators. Tomorrow, if I see what I don't understand from you as our head of our administrators, I will ask you a question. And I like you. Do you know why I like you? You entertain all the questions, whether it is bad one, whether it is an insult one, whether it is. I like, in fact, you are a leader. And it is God that made people a leader. I'm telling you the truth. The people, our brothers and sisters that have not known whom you are, I believe very soon, they will know whom you are, that you are a true leader. It's not about making noise on Facebook or speaking big grammar or telling lies or living on deceptions, telling people what they want to hear. It's not all about that. It's all about telling people the truth, even if it is bitter truth. Tell the people what they want to hear. Not that if you will be coming on Facebook promising. Do you know, Mazidio, I want to tell you something. Before I joined the Biafra nation, I have lost hope in IPOB, because even to the extent, if Nnamdi Kanu is on air, blabbing, talking, I will just switch off my phone. I will go to another station. I was still a member of IPOB then. No, do you know why? I am tired of his talking. Every day the same thing. Sometimes I'll begin to ask myself whether if this man is on drug, or if he's not ashamed of all this thing he was saying everything the same time, promising everything the same time. How can you be doing this? How can you be doing? Okay, now we have deviated from Biafra restoration. Now everything, the talk of time is ESN and Onongo men. Are we to restore Onongo? Are we to restore Onongo men in Biafra land? Or are we to restore ESN in Biafra land? Or are we agitating for Biafra? Or are we planning to restore Biafra nation in our land? Which one? In fact, I am asking IPOB members, our brothers in IPOB, what are you really want? Do you want to restore ESN, or do you want to restore Onongo men, or do you want to restore Nnamdi Kanu, or do you want to restore Biafra nation, so that you can have your own nation, have your say in your land, go back to your land and make your land good? What you people really want? Must we continue making noise on Facebook? Must we continue insulting people for nothing on Facebook? Must we continue calling people saboteur and traitors on Facebook? IPOB members, it is time we begin to tell you people, begin to tell yourself the truth. I was an IPOB member, but now I have known the truth, and the truth has set me free. And I am following the true right channel of the process of to restore Biafra, to restore our Biafra nation, which is this through Biafra customary government and the whole pro-Biafran group that came together, and the true Biafran nation platform. I am advising all of you to leave IPOB platform. IPOB platform, the leader Nnamdi Kanu is deceiving everybody. They are living on deception and the lies. You people should leave that platform. That is my candid advice for you. But if you don't listen to me, you can insult me, you can say anything that you like, but the truth is bitter. If you don't listen to it today, maybe in 2 days or in year to come, you will understand what I say today. Thank you, my head of administrator.
Thank you
Onyibe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Continue to cure our brothers and sisters in IPOB. I believe very soon they will understand.
They will be delivered. They will be
delivered.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Much.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, we are not in a hurry. This is one truth that cannot be overemphasized. Slowly, steadily, surely, we will get to our destination. We must not forget that truth does not need defense. Just let it go. It get to its destination. Biafrans must understand the issue is not clamoring for war, agitating for anything. What is your plan on ground to save our people? What are your plans? What are your plans? Imagine if Biafra has come now. You people don't know the hair you are going to see. Somebody who is just a leader of a group is turned to God. But we shall see. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, my reverend.
Good
Thank you
evening,
so
sir, from
much.
here.
Yeah, thank you. This is your brother, Obidiobian,
Our,
fellow from
our
here
daddy
to
in the
all
Lord.
Biafran. My brother, this is not the moment right now because I'm really upset
I
at the whole thing.
understand.
You know,
I
I'm really
understand.
upset at the whole thing. I don't know what is wrong with this criminal of our time. You know, I don't know what is wrong with him. You know, let me first of all appreciate all the participants in this program because I have been listening. And thank God for all of them. They are getting the information, particularly. Yes, I'm here. Are you talking to me? Okay, okay. Yeah, particularly these last two callers. I mean, I didn't follow up with the previous callers, but the last two callers got it right. And I know that most of them understands exactly, both of them understands exactly what is being said here. And all I can pray for you as well, just like you wish us prosperity, is that you are going to be blessed in the name of our Lord Yeshua. Continue to educate our people because guess what? These people are so deeply delusioned, you know? And do you know yesterday or even today, all I hear on their radio is Uchemefo is so wicked. Uchemefo did this. Uchemefo is working with Obi of Onitsha. No, my brother, and there's no clear nothing shown to justify that. Nothing whatsoever. He traveled to Cotonou to meet with Asada and Dakobo and Wazirike. And now he's working with Obi of Onitsha. My brother, what is wrong with these people? You can rightly see that Nnamdi Kanu is now paying a lot of people to come on the radio to come on the Facebook and talk down on what is being done. And you are also involved. They were talking about George Onyibe. Don't forget about this. These people are so wicked. Can you, my brother? I'm getting upset.
They say I'm working with the
I'm
DSS.
Can you imagine this nonsense? Can you imagine this? And these people cannot show one clear cut evidence to validate their claims. Okay, they just ranting and making noise. And you know what? If you look at the Facebook now and their platform, you can see that it's enhanced now to do many things. So they are getting money to be doing this bidding. I guess you are teaching is what they want to attack. Whatever Mazi Uchemefo is saying is what they want to attack. But guess what? Dead men have no right of way. They are not going nowhere. Cannot go nowhere with these shenanigans. Nnamdi Kanu cannot go nowhere. All he's setting himself up is for suicide. You can see that he's really in that mindset. That's why he's doing what he's doing. Okay, that's the only justification for what he's doing because he has collected a lot of monies from people. Even last week, he kept collecting money and giving these people falsehood. Now, for the people that are writing nonsense about the unknown gunmen, you're already beginning to see the consequences already. And now the blame is on Obi of Onitsha. Can you imagine this idiocy? Can you imagine this idiocy, my brother? The blame now is on Obi of Onitsha for deciding that he's going to float out security. So you want him to be there and have your non-gunmen come to Onitsha and then come and begin to kill people and slaughter people and set things ablaze? Is that the reason why it's now every concentration is on Obi Onitsha? No more governor of Anambra State. Okay, so my brother, this thing bothers me. Is say this? That's a clear-cut red flag that the Europeans, when I mean Europeans, I mean the UK and the Netherlands, that they are supporting what they are saying. They like what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. They know it's a clear-cut distraction from completely taking the people out of, focusing on what we need to do in order to restore our land. They are loving it. Because if they're not loving it, I can imagine that people are standing out and showing their face on Facebook and threatening to slaughter people, and they are freely walking around. I can understand that. I can understand that. As a matter of fact, somebody was calling for the rats in the cage in London to go and kill Uche Mefor's Mazi Mefor's family. Can you believe that? For no reason.
That is exactly
No.
the stage Nnamdi Kanu want to take this thing to. And I have told all of them. All of them are around.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And this individual called himself a pastor. My brother, what is going on? What is going on is so annoying and very frustrating that our people don't understand it. Just for these few people that are being paid money to come on the Facebook to lie and blackmail their brothers. Can you believe this? And now, you see, 2 days ago now, they have brought back their Abateke. Even though I think he was restricted from giving out numbers on the air. You understand what I'm saying? Because apparently he can argue that some of the monies that he's bringing in is no longer coming. So they released him to come back. And what did he say this morning? As far as reports, they are giving report from what is happening in Okosu Junction and everything, Nene Junction. And now, what was the report? People are being abducted. Young men are being abducted. All this down, and nobody is moving. When you're driving, they will pull you down, they will search you and everything. And is that not what we're saying? That Nnamdi Kanu is setting up our land? You are inviting chaos in the land. Is that not what we've been saying for how long now? And the funniest aspect of it, the most annoying aspect of it is that the so-called leaders or the governors or anybody that is called himself a stakeholder in the leadership in that contraption, in that particular area, is not doing anything. They are undermining the excesses of this lunatic that is taking a lot of money from people here in the United States and in Canada to support his evil bidding. Okay, and for all of them that are calling on the radio to support ESN and everything, just know that whatever activities you're doing is on record. Because when the time comes, you're going to give an account of your stewardship. For you that is raising funds for Nnamdi Kanu to come to the land and destabilize everything. I'm wondering, is this how we are fighting the freedom? So how are we going to fight the Fulanese or the enemies if the whole land is destabilized? If we are now beheading people, if we are now chopping off people's hand in the name of pulling down your saboteurs. Okay, because we had a tape the other day, they said they are pulling down saboteurs. And now they are beginning to kill their brothers and sisters. They are bringing evil in the land. What kind of freedom is that? What kind of distraction, Nnamdi Kanu? What kind of distraction to this struggle are you bringing in now? After you have stolen from us for the past 7-8 years, now your goal is. I tell you, you are a liar. You are a liar. You must pay for this destruction. You must pay for your deceit on our people. It doesn't matter. You must pay for it because people will get to know. And then people will decide what to do with you. Okay, this is not a threat. This is a promise, and it's clear-cut promise that all these things you are doing right now, it's clear-cut that you don't want Biafra. All you want is mayhem. You want chaos in the land. You want the people to be killed. Therefore, the people will judge you with that standard. when they understand what you're doing. And sooner or later, they will understand, because there's no way you can be doing all these things and expect that people are going to be buying nonsense because of the quest for freedom. You are the only right man in the land. You are the only, upright man in the land. That's why you're not listening to nobody. That's why everybody is a saboteur. And you know clearly that most of the people you are blackmailing are the ones that are advising you to do the right thing. It's just that you don't want to do the right thing because you have already sold the struggle. So all you are doing is to let it happen, let everybody die. That's your mentality now. And it's clear that you are not reasoning. You are no longer reasoning. And I'm really sorry for you. Really sorry. My reverend, I allow other people to speak.
Thank you very much.
Biafrans, be careful, follow the pattern of events and see who is truly your enemy. But we must stay consistent in this struggle. Resoluteness is required. Secondly, truthfulness is required. More importantly, humility. You can't get it wrong. The God is around here. He wants to deliver us, but we must help ourselves. We must disassociate ourselves from what is currently being done. All of us must come out and support the implementation committee. Make yourself available. Nobody has ascribed himself a president or leader. The maiden broadcast was very clear. A call for all Biafrans to make themselves available, volunteer, committed volunteer, to take up your rightful places for all of us to work in synergy and get home. Thank you very much, my brother. May God bless you and all hail Biafra. God bless the people of Biafra. There.
Dewo, sir. Thank you very much. And we go nowhere. We are going nowhere until Biafra is restored. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Okay, am I on, George?
Yes, you are on, and the whole world is listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, how are you today? The reason why I called in, first of all, let me thank you for a good job you're doing, and also for keeping up the good job of continuing the struggle. Actually, my name is Ike. Ike is, I'm calling from Canada. There was something, the reason why I called, I just called to correct an impression regarding your opening thoughts on OJUKWU's mistakes during the war. There was something I picked out. You said OJUKWU did not there was no proper consultation. Am I correct?
Yes.
That was the impression I got.
You are correct.
Okay. Now, this is where I'll disagree with you. If you can please, we had back then in the Eastern region, there was something called Eastern Region Consultative Assembly. Prior to that, during that crisis from 1966, July 1966, after the death of Ironsi, then everybody was back to their respective region. OJUKWU had series of consultations in this Eastern Region House of Assembly. They had this House of Chiefs, Eastern Region Consultative Assembly, comprising of various traditional rulers in the Eastern region. Both the Igbos and the minority chiefs were represented. You can even consult with Asari Dokubo. So there was an assembly. The mandate, OJUKWU did not just declare Biafra without having a mandate. The mandate was given to him. Even he was reluctant. The mandate was given to him by the Eastern Region Consultative Assembly to go ahead and declare Biafra. The reason why it appears as if today our brothers in the South, some of the, I don't like to use the word minority, some of our brothers in the South region, the reason why they are saying Biafra, they were not giving due consultation, or the reason why they are denying Biafra today is because in every war, when you lose war, nobody likes to associate with somebody that lost the war. As Biafra won the war, you would have seen a different tone. But that is bygone.
Okay, let me respond to you.
I will point out the main mistake that OJUKWU made was appointing Victor Banjo, going the Biafran Expeditionary Force that was headed for Lagos in August 1967. That was the biggest mistake, though, because there was a time I met him in the United States. I asked him, why did you make such blunder? The excuse was this. He said he did not want the Yorubas to see the Biafran force that was headed for Lagos as an invasion force. His expectation was that they were going to welcome the Biafran forces because that was where Gowon was seated. At that time, and again, another mistake OJUKWU made, he did not envisage the involvement of foreign powers. He did not make enough consultation on foreign powers to get enough weapons. Because he didn't expect enough, the involvement of powers like Britain, Russia, and all that. That was the mistake he made. So in terms of saying he did not fully consult with our brothers in the South, I'll disagree with you, my brother.
Okay, now let me point out the truth for you for the sake of our listeners. You see, the very day Asare gave Alhaji Dokubo Asare gave his inauguration speech as the chairman planning committee, Biafran de facto customary government, he mentioned the name of provinces. Did you listen to that broadcast?
I did, even before that.
Okay, just hold on now. Now, he did not mention, he mentioned the name of the provinces, and Anyoma province was not there. Immediately after that broadcast, hold on, let me tell you. So why are we Midwest now? Why are we Midwest now? Hold on, why are we Midwesterners now inside this current Biafra agitation? Why are we here now? Then automatically we are not supposed to be here.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying in the past. In the past, I thought you said Anyoma was not in the old.
Yes, Anyoma was not there. Anyoma was not there. Anyoma was not there. So why are we here today? And so if Anyoma was not part of those provinces, which means OJUKWU did not consult my people. Are you in the same line with me now?
Sorry to cut you short.
But are you in the same?
I understand what you are saying.
And then if you understand it, you say you understand. Now, if you say, listen, that is not a mistake, and I stand by my words. How can you agree? How can you agree that OJUKWU made mistake by appointing? To see from my own point of reason. No, I refuse to agree with you. In that case now, no, you don't. No, you don't. In that case now, OJUKWU is a perfect man. OJUKWU is a perfect man. Let's conclude it that way. He never made mistake. He was like Nnamdi Kanu, always correct. His wisdom was divine. No, we have to peg it there.
What I'm saying.
My brother, there is nobody that is infallible. There is nobody that is perfect. We all make mistakes.
What I'm trying to point out is this.
You ask with all those consultations, we have 5 regions, not 4. We have 5. We have 5, not 4. We have 5.
No, there were 5 regions. No, we have 4. Northern, Eastern, Midwest. Midwest was this current.
And so are Midwestern people Biafra? Are Midwestern people Biafra?
At 1967, 7. Remember, you have Edo.
My brother,
Edo,
you did not answer my question.
Delta State they were the point.
That is what I'm saying. Are they Biafrans? Is Abo people Biafra? Is Anyoma Biafra? Is Anyoma Biafra? Answer me.
They are Biafra, but
did OJUKWU consult them? Did OJUKWU consult them? I understand what you are saying. But if you can categorically tell me I am wrong for saying the truth I know, and yet you still find the same mistake from that man, to settle the matter now, let us agree that OJUKWU is perfect man like Nnamdi Kanu. He don't have any mistake.
No.
He doesn't have any mistake.
That's not what I'm pointing out.
And then accept, see the listen. You see, you point out the one you felt, and you want me to believe, and the one that affects me, you don't want me to believe is a mistake. Okay, so it's a deliberate act. It's a no. Listen, only truth will take us home. Only truth. You are not explaining anything to me. You are just telling me how it's supposed to be, or how you feel it should be.
No.
Is OJUKWU an angel? My brother, I stand on what I said. Listen now, because we know who we are. We know who we are. We didn't need anybody to tell us to do. But I'm still telling you that in every arrangement that was made in the eastern region, we were not carried along at all. But we fought harder than most people. And now, if I say for not consulting us, made most of our people not to come out in their mass, you should accept that.
My brother George,
you have to accept that. No, I won't agree with you. OJUKWU did not make mistake for appointing Banjo. If you say he did not make mistake for not appointing my people, and then OJUKWU is a perfect man. What we are arguing is simple. Just get it. I said there are some things, mistakes OJUKWU made. I said one of them because he did not consider the collateral damage. He did not consult all the people he's supposed to. Not because he don't want to, because he didn't have the time. But you are telling me that even in his weakest moment, that his actions were divine, and then you come around and tell me that he made mistake. You didn't agree the mistake I pointed out from OJUKWU, and you want me to agree the mistake you are pointing out. Now let us cut it there. OJUKWU is a righteous man, very perfect like Nnamdi Kanu.
George, I think you are mistaking my own point of view.
Then you should not tell me that I am wrong there. I refuse to be wrong. You can't tell me what I encounter that is a lie. I said he made a mistake. Why did he not consult people in my region? So listen now, if Biafra is coming now, we will abandon Igbo people in Benue State. Is that what you are telling me? And hold on now. Igbo people in Benue State, are we going to abandon them? What effort are we making to let those people know what is happening?
I'm not using the current state of affairs now.
I'm telling you then that OJUKWU made a mistake. The mistake were not deliberate. He didn't have the time to do that. I know he should have done that. But a mistake is a mistake. Today many people are jumping up and down, unknown gunmen. They have not calculated the cost. Oh, don't you get it?
Those are the clowns of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not.
But the same way,
his time is running out.
The same way, OJUKWU made mistakes. Nnamdi Azikiwe made mistakes. Everybody there made mistakes. Now we must study the mistakes they made and make sure we don't repeat the same thing.
That I agree with you 100%.
I'm not telling you that yes, OJUKWU deliberately did it. No, considering the number of days he had to prepare for that war, only somebody who had the backing of God could do such a thing. And he did not fail, except that he was overpowered. In fact, the number, but he did his best. And sabotage was everywhere. He didn't put all those things into account. It's a mistake. Today, if we have marched, Nnamdi Kanu will be the one that would have slaughtered all of us in the war front, and then come back home and claim God. We will not allow anybody to make that same mistake.
My dear brother John,
I will want you to.
John,
I will want you to take it that way. If you say, oh, I am wrong in what I'm saying, I will dismiss everything you have said. Both of us are wrong. Then Ojukwu is a perfect man like Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu can never be wrong.
My dear brother, I understand where you're coming from.
What I'm saying is simple. The truth cannot be hidden. Listen, my driving force, hold on. My driving force in what I'm doing here is that nobody will sell the next generation. Nobody. We will struggle. We will fight. We will go through pains. We will live in denial. But nobody will sell the next generation. Never again of Biafra. Now get it. I will not say anything in favor of anybody. Kanu Ejekwa Befa, we tell you what you have done. Accept it or reject it. One way or the other, you will meet up with what you are saying. It is as simple as ABCD. Why did Professor Ben Wabwezi not support Ojukwu? Why did Amechi Mpo not support Ojukwu? Why did Asike Mabe run away? Where are all those academians in his time? Because he didn't come in terms with them. He must not come in terms with everybody, but there were need at that time to negotiate in certain issues and let it be for the overall interest of our people. That is not a deliberate mistake. That is because he may have something of utmost importance, something more important to him than that thing those people were requesting. But as far as something went wrong, it is assumed it was a mistake. Because if Ojukwu have to repeat this journey all over again, I tell you, there will be no loophole. He learned his lesson.
Yes.
He learned.
Yes. But my point is, the point I'm trying to make, first of all,
you said I am wrong. You said I am wrong for what I said. And I gave you some. But we were fighting because these are our brothers now. To defend your brother, do you need consultation? We know this truth already now. So even without inviting us, we came. Even without inviting us, we came. But I'm telling you now the truth there.
At that point in time,
yes.
The circumstances at that point in time did not allow for.
But that is what I said now. But that is what I said now. Because the circumstance was not fair. Because the circumstance was not fair. Does it mean that that thing he did was right? I said the ignorant of the law is no excuse. Because he didn't have the time, I clearly stated that. But does not make his action of the law is no excuse.
George, you have to also understand that at that point in time, we had 4 regions, mind you.
Yes.
Midwest.
Yes.
Let's discuss this so that people can also learn.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of people that are they don't have this information.
Go ahead.
At that point in time, we had 4 regions: Northern region, Western region, Eastern region, and Midwest.
Yes.
The Midwest was the Midwest. You know, Nigeria, they use boundary. They use the River Niger to divide the Eastern Igbos from the Western Igbos.
Yes.
Which are the Aniomas.
Yes.
They put them in Midwest with their toes.
Yes.
So at that point in time, Biafra was declared. It was Eastern. Initially it was seen as an Eastern regional affair.
Yes.
So what Ojukwu did, I don't know if you are aware that there was, before this current Republic of Benin, Ojukwu declared the Midwest as the Republic of Benin.
Yes.
Okonkwo was made the administrator. I don't know if you are aware.
Go ahead.
Even your brother, our statesman, Dennis Osadepe.
Yes.
You know, he was the first premier of Midwest region.
Yes.
I don't know if you are aware of that.
Go ahead.
So at that point in time, there was no enough time because there was already war.
Now you are coming back. You are coming back to what I said.
Eventually, to tell you the truth, do you know what the whole thing will have?
You have answered the question.
Biafra succeeded. The Midwest region, part of Anioma, Midwest region minus Edo, will have been joined to Biafra.
But if you're even saying Edo, you have Anioma people in Edo State. Eh?
No, Igbakiri, that's the bank.
It's not Igbakiri. Iboto. They are in Edo State, almost sharing boundary with Ondo State. Ugbo Jobo 94. Did he get to those places? Those people are car people. Now you have answered it. He didn't have the time. You have to accept that. That error occurred because he didn't have the time. But if you're telling me that the ignorance of the law is an excuse for us to break law, and then we go ahead and continue doing that, those are mistakes.
No,
we cannot afford to make it in a time like this.
Of course.
People will blame us as we blame them.
On our hands.
God bless you.
We have enough time on our hands.
On our hands.
Where we make where the error from the past. That was why, my brother, if you know, there was time I called you. I said it only took me 6 months to stay away from Nnamdi Kanu because I found that he doesn't know history. I said if this person should lead Biafrans to war, Biafra will not last 3 hours because he refused to learn from history. That was why I just stayed with somebody like you. At least you have historical perspective on your side. People like you, and I'm glad for people like Asari at least, because you must, before you do anything, you must learn from history, and you need people who are calm-headed, people who accept, who a riffraff like Nnamdi Kanu that comes on air and just say nonsense. This was the same person that says he's going to for everyone suicide bomber Boko Haram drink, he's going to donate 10. So if IPOB members are listening, this man wants to turn you people to suicide bombers. Continue following him. He has turned some of you into unknown gunmen. It's a question of time before the authorities catch up with you. So my brother, I'm really happy speaking with you, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We must continue. Thank you. And of course, our people must understand. The only thing that brought us out here in truth, and we must do all that we can to allow that truth to lead us home. I practically say that nobody can fault OJUKWU. Nobody. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, goodbye for now. So like I said, nobody can fault OJUKWU, because even in his most ignorant stage, he outshined even the best of all of us. But mistake is mistake. Whether it is something that was done genuinely or one way or the other, it's not proper. We know all these things. Because what people in the eastern region do not know then was that after the war, like for almost 10 years after the war, they made sure that education system in the east was almost crippled. But then, under the leadership of Ambrose Ali, we were having free education. And most of the things they taught us was to sever the relationship between us and our brothers across the Niger. You don't have idea under the atmosphere we were brought up. But then most of us, out of curiosity, begin to ask questions. Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? And so we have our information from first-hand source. Not from, go and look at 90% of our history that you can see online. They are written by Yoruba people. Remain the best of the best among Biafrans that has walked on this earth, and nobody can fault him. But that does not mean he was not compelled to do certain things that he did. And like the issue I pointed out, he was compelled to. But that doesn't make it right. The same way some people think Nnamdi Kanu is perfect. Anything, if you come out now and say slap your mother, some of you will slap your mother. Because supremacy have said it. They become unapproachable. But it's not going to be that way. Biafrans must wake up. Look at the errors of our ways and make amendment. Because I tell you the truth. If we fail to do the right thing now, may God not allow the next generation to be spectators in the affairs, hem of affairs, issue that concerns them. No. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Good evening
Mazi.
from there.
Diokba Onyibe.
Okum, you are welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Mazi. Good evening, Diokba. I'm very sorry to call you Mazi. Diokba, I thank you for the good job you are doing. Very soon you have to go back to our root, because our people need to be educated. Going to school doesn't mean you are educated. It's about Diokba. I congratulate you for coming out, being strong for your people. I will not fail to acknowledge my father, my daddy, George, my father, Mazi Uchemofo, and my able father, Onyibe Obidienu. He came before and asked us, whatever you are asked to do, we should do it. We follow his instruction. Now he come again and tell us he made a mistake before he was misled. My people, what I'm saying is not what I bargained for. That is why I have to free myself. My name is Paul Okoronkwo. As you are listening to my voice, I'm among the people, but I have tried to leave myself from the part of the cage, and I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with the new Biafran customary government led by Alhaji Asare Dokumbo. Onyibe, Solomon Ebo, Uchemofo, I'm solidly behind them. I will be, because of the injustice, what is going on. Common sense is common sense. You can't buy common sense. It's a matter of time. Everybody will see the truth. Know the truth. If you don't want to know what is done, just use your teeth. Our people say use your teeth. Use your tongue and count your teeth. I have used my tongue and count my teeth, and I know that there is no way in what we are going. How can we be killing ourselves in the name of struggle? If all the youths, all the young boys are in prison, 80% killed, who is going to fight for Biafra? What do we have to fight now? We have to pursue this in a peaceful international law set out by United Nations. Every day, this one have this one head. Is this until every one of us died? Is it when we are going to get Biafra? I live in London. I'm pleading with the people in London. Everybody knows the truth. Stop hiding. Come out from the cage. Come out from the cage. The oath we took is for us not to betray Biafra, not a human being. I have stand out to support the restoration of Biafra through the means the rightful way. That's came out. I come out and tell you people in UK to come out. Stop hiding. Stop being in fear. The more you are scared, is the more things are going wrong. Free yourself from this cage. Free yourself from the cage. Biafra nation have come to stay. The most people who have tested. Let's follow them. You cannot stay one business all the days of your life. If you do one business, if it's not good, you change. Let us change our mindset. Let us change our way of thinking. Let us come and support.
Visiting Russian.
We have done IPO before 8 years. Nothing have come out of it. Can't we try another means? Can't we try another method? If you want to be a part of this Biafran nation family, my 75 3641 50.
Please repeat the number again.
I repeat again. Yes, I will repeat. If you are in UK or anywhere in the world, you want to give my number to somebody who want to belong to this family in UK, you call 075 364 5024. From outside UK is +44 075 3641 5024 +44 75 3641 5024. You will be directed to the nearest family where you will belong. You count. Not one person tell you it's like this, and if you don't like it, you will be a saboteur or a traitor. No. In Biafran nation family, everybody have a George, Diokpa George Onyibe, Dede Obidi Obienu, Uchemofo cannot tell you. If you don't say what I want you to say, you will be killed or you will be a saboteur. No. Come and make your own contribution. This is a nation building. Come, let us build Biafra nation together. I remain your comrade, Paul Okoronkwo.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Telephone number to call is, if you are UK, 075 3641 5024. Thank you, my Lord Bishop. You are doing a great job. Keep on keeping on, according to Director Uchemofo. Ndewo. Thank you
very much. We must continue. And of course, that having been said, our people must begin to reevaluate our stand, rise up at this very moment, and stop this evil that is approaching our land. At this moment, most of you think you are enjoying it, but believe me, what you have not visaged is going to come. And I hope you are ready. And I hope you have made your plan. And I hope you will still remain standing in the end. Our people must understand we have a complicated issue. If you pretend that you can wish it away, you are joking. May God not allow us to discover what we are supposed to do on the crossroad at the middle of the journey. That is why we are calling all of your attention. We are encouraging every Biafran to stand up to the truth and the truth alone. Our case is corn with lies and deceit. For as far as we can remember, our issue is coined with lie and deceit. And each time these issues come up, it makes the next person, it threatens the next person's position. Our enemies know this. And then they are doing what they ought to do on the expense of our people. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello.
Good evening from here, caller on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I greet you.
Good evening, Ada. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. I really want to greet you and thank you for the good works you are doing for us. Actually, this year, teaching this evening is very contagious. Anybody that have the opportunity to talk must talk. Otherwise, I'm not just disposed this evening to talk, but I really just want to thank you. Because when I go to Facebook, the kind of things I see, the reason why some people will be coming out on Facebook and even threatening that you are going to wipe somebody's family with the person and saying things that you know nothing about, lying openly on Facebook in the name that you want to do well to Manjin and Dekano. I'm beginning to reason that all these people that are saying all these things, they are even the ones that is causing problem for Manjin and Dekano. If actually God will touch his heart to come back and stop these people from doing all these things they are doing.
They are not the one causing problem for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is the one who is masterminding everything. I thought before that he don't know what is happening. When I looked deeper, I saw that he was behind every problem. Everything you are seeing is exactly Nnamdi Kanu is the architect. He is the one. When he rushed out to say, don't cause Yoruba prophetess, the Yahoo Yoruba prophetess, did he tell them to stop insulting Mazimefo? So if somebody say, hey, people are deceiving him, then he's not supposed to be our leader in the first place. He should know he's responsible for his action. He is the problem. I walk close to all of them, and I know what they are capable of. I know what they stand for. Nnamdi Kanu set everybody up. He hit everybody head together, and then he emerged as a hero. The only faultless Biafran that has existed. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
No problem. I really don't understand whether they know the implications of what they are saying. Unknown gunmen, banditry, and all are of the same category. And somebody had the don't know those people. Do you know them? Do you know where they come from? Are doing something, then because we have been victimized and we have been dealt with, and you don't know where those people came from. Before December, all of us saw the kind of things that we are trooping into the eastern region. Do they know where all those things that are happening are coming from? Then you come openly to accept the activities of all those things happening, and even using them, telling people to pray for them and support them. And the one I saw that was shouting, mentioning and then mentioning CHUKWUEMEKA and the B of Onisha. Oh, okay. If I'm to say now, why is it that somebody that wanted to floated the security outfit to fight against people that we did not know that are killing people in our region to bring problem for us, you are going against it? Which means that, does it mean that they know the unknown gunmen that are go to other places and do the same kind of work? Because all these things they are doing, when the repercussion will come, it will come upon the innocent ones, because the non-gunmen will not be in the street for them to receive the hit as well. So I don't think that people reason irrationally these days, or all of them are just reasoning irrationally because of sentiments and hatred. people will just get up and start saying something they know that it does not count. Let all of us put our brain down and start reasoning like human beings. This year teachings, even if one did not know what was happening before, like people like our daddy Obidiobin and all those prominent men that are talking, they are the calibers of men that one supposed to sit down and listen to what they are saying, so that we will make use of. Even the Bible condemns anybody insulting his elder. He said that children should obey their parents for their days to be long for Christ's sake. Many people are dying anyhow these days because of the way we relate to our elders. We have to be conscious of what we are doing and start reasoning like human beings. I don't know exactly what is going on, but my dear, I will not just stop to keep on encouraging you and tell you to keep on keeping on, because the good work you are doing and the kind of teachings you give, anybody that not understand anything from it, it doesn't mean that the person's brain is not functioning, it's malfunctioning, and the medulla oblongata of that person is not in place. So keep on keeping on and keep on educating us. We are ready to learn. Those that do not want to learn, let them stay. Thank you, dear, and continue doing your good work.
Thank you very much for joining me this evening. And of course, our own, or rather our duty, is to make sure that we tell you the truth. On this platform, truth communicates itself. And this is one thing anybody cannot fault. If we come out together as a people, we tell ourselves the true agenda and purpose behind our actions. And then everybody who is influenced, motivated to join that cause, should be able to understand the essence of the sacrifice they will make or they have made, and yet be ready to bear the consequence. When we talk about restoring Biafra nation, at this point in time, I want to believe that over 75% of the Biafran people already know what awaits them, whether you are in or you are out. And then the best thing we can do is, as we set out on this journey, we need to care for our brothers even more than ourselves.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here, my brother. Go ahead, please, your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Frank from Manchester. Calling from Manchester. How are you today?
God is helping us. I am very fine. Thank you.
I must thank you for your good work. And I must always appreciate your efforts for restoration of Biafra. And God will always give you people the guidance and the courage to continue. My brother, you see, this present situation we have going on now in the southeast is very, very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Anambra State in particular is one state that has been very, very peaceful. Known to be very, very peaceful. From nowhere we are having gunmen. Who are these gunmen? Where did they come from? There was never there was nothing like unknown government in the whole southeast. So there is no way you can't say or exonerate IPOB from the unknown government. IPOB are the unknown government. Nobody needs to be told that. And it's quite unfortunate that we have allowed these miscreants to grow this big, and they are about to submerge the whole southeast in a very, very deadly dilemma. I don't know. I think it's somehow rather too late. That's how I feel. I feel it's somewhat rather too late.
My brother, you must have faith. It is not too late.
My brother, is terrible. I was watching the news, the way they are killing military and police. This thing has never happened in Anambra State. It has never happened in Adigbo. It's alien. It's unthinkable. I'm scared. I'm scared because you know why I'm scared? I'm scared because I happened to grow a very large years to spend a lot of my years in the north, precisely Kano. In fact, I was born in Kano, you know, but I'm from Anambra State, and my parents, my dad, who, you know, those Igbos that went to the north. So my parents were part of the people who went to the north. So we were given birth there, you know. I grew up there, did almost everything in the north. I know when Boko Haram started. I have seen Boko Haram with my eyes. You know, I have seen Boko Haram. I have seen them hunting for somebody on the streets of Kano. But let me just say this. When the whole Boko Haram started, it was in Maiduguri. So when they started coming to Kano State, I'm talking about 2011. I had just finished. I was working in Port Harcourt then. I had just finished my NYSC. So I came to Kano to see my parents. So I was in my area, and that was the first June. I can't forget June. I was in Kano when Boko Haram struck Kano State for the first time, 2011 June. Do you know that when this Boko Haram started in Kano State, it was welcomed by the people. It was embraced by the people of Kano State. Then, if you ask them, they will say, "I ensanda suke kashewa." They will say, "I ba ruwansu da mutane kawai da yan sanda suke kashewa," because of what happened to Mohammed Yusuf. So the people of Kano State were looking at it as if the vengeance was on police and the army. Little did they know that these people are evil. Little did they know that these people had more in their sleeves. Little did they know that these people were blood-thirsty people, or rather, they were carried away by evil, manifestation of evil. So it was a welcomed movement in the north, Boko Haram, as a revenge for Mohammed Yusuf's death. So they were looking at it as, you know, good luck. That's when the good luck entered. So they were looking at it as getting vengeance. It was welcomed in the north. People were like, okay, Boko Haram has come to avenge what they did to our brothers. Good luck is against Muslims and all that. They were killing them. My brother, all of a sudden, they started killing people. They started killing police. They started robbing. They started doing all sorts of atrocities. People couldn't even walk again. People even go to the market. The whole place was, the whole north, the whole Kano turned to Somalia, turned to Syria. I was in Kano. I had to escape because when they attacked the mobile police, the army barrack in Beirut, it was serious. Bomb blast, explosions everywhere, guns. I was peeping through my gate when I saw Boko Haram passing to go meet. They had an information there was the ACP, and the ACP was our neighbor. They were on a bike with AK-47, two of them. They went to the man's house. They didn't see the man. I was peeping through the gates of my house around 6 p.m. when everybody had gone into the house. So I was peeping through the gate. I see, because nobody was, you just hear them rolling on the bike. My brother, this thing is not funny. But then again, that's not what I want to discuss, because it just takes me down to memory lane. What is happening now in the east? It just gives me flashes of what I saw in Kano, how the whole Boko Haram started, and what it became. But the good thing is that Boko Haram now has left Kano State, because The people of Kano decided and saw that it was to their own disadvantage. Their people were being killed. Their markets were being destroyed. Their social livelihood was being tampered with. The bikes were banned. You couldn't move in Kano without raising your hand. Police checkpoints everywhere. So the people of Kano State had to rise up. They had to stand up and start fishing out the same Boko Haram that they were harboring and praising. They started fishing them out one by one and handing them over to the army and killing the ones they could kill. This is what I'm telling you is what happened. That's why today there's no Boko Haram in Kano. The people of the state started forming vigilantes, not even governments. And they started fishing on Boko Haram by themselves. And they killed the ones they can kill, the ones that run away. That's how Kano today doesn't have Boko Haram. And all their livelihood and everything came back. But my brother, for 3 years, Kano was terrible. People were being killed. When you're in the mosque, there was explosion. In the churches, people were killed. People were just being killed by unknown gunmen. You couldn't even see them. And they mixed with the people. It was even more terrible because, Kano State, and the people are Muslims, and the Boko Haram are Muslims, and they look alike. So identifying and separating them from the people of the state was very, very difficult, but they did it. And look at their state today now. Kano State is free from Boko Haram. This is what is about to happen in the Southeast. If we don't stand up against this IPOB and this unknown government, because they are the same people, my brother, it will be like Boko Haram. And I'm very scared. The way these boys are going, killing army, killing police, I don't know what kind of Biafra is that. This is not what we bargained for. This is not what we asked for. You can't say because of, army were responsible for killing our brothers in people, that this is a revenge for them. No, you can't say that. You can't say that. It was the same pattern that we're using people that made the military to people and our brothers there. That is the same thing that going on in Aligo. What vengeance are you talking about? I thought when we started this Biafra struggle, we were saying that we won't take arms, we wouldn't involve violence, we wanted referendum. I thought that was the journey. So how did the whole army, carrying arms, unknown government and ECN started? Yes, of course, there's Fulani headsmen killing people, not only in Igbo land, killing everywhere. But taking arms is not still the best answer, because already Igbos are already not really appreciated in that contraption. So anything I heard you when you were telling the other guy, the previous call about and OJUKWU. Yes, OJUKWU made a lot of mistakes. If he doesn't want to accept it, it's the truth. OJUKWU made a lot of mistakes. OJUKWU didn't do his consultations very well. It is there. It is not something we'll start putting blanket over. No. OJUKWU didn't do his job very well. But that one is not the discussion.
And that was because he didn't have enough time. Nobody can fault him, like I said. But because he didn't have enough time, cannot change the history. Go ahead, please.
No, I don't want to go into that because It's becoming too late. I don't know what I don't this security outfit Obi of Onitsha formed. I don't know if there's a way, no, I don't know. Igbos, our people, they're kind of nonchalant when it comes to things that happens to the southeast. But I will tell you why, my brother. Because 70% of the rich men, the influential men from Igbo land are not in Igbo land. They only come to Igbo land during the Christmas period. They have their homes in their villages. They just build mansions. Most of them don't have anything, even in the state capital. All their investments are in Lagos, Abuja, other countries. That's why you notice this nonchalant attitude amongst the intellects and the influential ones in Igbo land, because most of them just don't stay in southeast. They don't have their families in southeast. Most of them have their families in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Kano, in other places, in other countries, America, London. You see, in the UK here, they are all over this. All the rich men children, all of them, their children are here. They are living very well in all the house. So they don't really care about what's happening. The same thing with the state governors. Big Obiano, his family, children are in America. He's in Nigeria and America. These people care less because their immediate family are not affected by anything happening in the southeast. This has to be taken seriously by the people of southeast. And presently I'm not even in the country. But it's my own town, it's my people. This thing has to, is the time of celebrating and honoring and blowing the trumpet of IPOB has to stop. It has come to, it's upon us. This is not the time for Biafra, IPOB, and romancing. Because you are giving guns to boys, you are giving guns to youths that are unemployed. That factor, there's a factor already, unemployment. There's a factor, hunger. There's a factor, crime. If you allow the struggle for Biafra, allow these boys to continue, Igbo land will turn to something else. This is not a child's play. The way it's going is getting out of hand. That's why I said I think it's really late. Because there's so much guns out there. And most of us are not even serious, because I'm putting it side by side with Kano. Because the people of Kano, when the thing started, they didn't take it serious. They were still carried away with that Islamic ideology. They were still looking at it as if they are not killing them, they are their brothers, they are only killing army, they are killing the non-Christians and all that. And it lingered like that for a year plus before the same people turned against them. So it is how it starts. You look at it, you say, this is the struggle. It is going to turn to something else. And at the end of the day, all these people that are ranting all over the place on internet, some of them are still in the Biafra land. We can't go to their villages. I cannot come to the east to Christmas. For what? Yes, we need our independence. Yes, we need our freedom. Disaster to our own land. There should be other ways to do this. It's not by preaching and inciting violence. I'm not party to that. That's why I'm not it was not the idea of Biafra I had that he's preaching. It is not the idea. When I noticed that this man is going astray, I had to stop, because that was not the idea. The way his character, his body language, the way he talks, it is off it. It is not what we want. He is not a leader. That man cannot bring the kind of Biafra we want. So people should wake up. People should think. safety? What about our development? What of the things we have in the East? What of our land? What of our buildings? What of our happiness? What of our peace? Yes, Fulani, yes, is there. But I still ask people, before Buhari came, what was happening to us in the East? Before ESN, yes, Fulani was killing, but still Fulani were not killing 100 people, 200 people within the East. Before Nandi Kano started that. Yes, there were pockets of killing, just like they have pockets of killing in the Southeast, West, and every other place. But it wasn't something, me, I feel it's being blown out of proportion. I feel it's being exaggerated, the whole Fulani killing. It is happening, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is that it's being blown and orchestrated. It's blown out of proportion. People are being killed, yes. But this is not how we should tackle it. Now they are not, okay, look at it now. Now they are not going after the Fulani. Even though they are going after the Fulani, they are now killing army and police. What does that mean? How prepared are you? What are they trying to bring to us in the Southeast? I'm not ready for this. Please, I call on our people. I call on the non-chairmans and title men, the chiefs all across Igbo land. This is the time to emulate Obi of Onitsha. We have to institute our own vigilantes. Every nook and cranny of Igbo land must start establishing a vigilante that is void of IPOB member to tackle this menace now. If anybody is listening to me, this should be the idea. They have to start it now, so that what happened in North should not happen in the East, because this is how it starts. Nobody can say it's not only there, because when you have unemployed youths, you give them guns, you give them the mentality and an ideology. There's a problem, because Boko Haram issue today is ideology. And the employed youths, hunger. They go rogue and become problem to everybody. And then Nnamdi Kanu will not be here to face the problem because he's in abroad. And the few ones that are just being deaf and they refuse to think will be the ones suffering it, because this is how people suffered Boko Haram in the north before Kanu State now did what they did and uprooted all the whole Boko Haram in Kanu State. Then you cannot even fly a bike in Kanu State. You can't even walk 5 steps in Kanu without army blocking the roads, shooting people. Army were killing people broad daylight, both Boko Haram. So far you appear like one, they will kill you. People stopped carrying beards. It was terrible. The people of Kanu had to come together and say this thing is becoming something else. It's no longer the ideology of Islam and what we think. We need our state to come back. And they started rallying around. They met the area, met the town chiefs. Everybody started. That's how they instituted themselves in groups. And they started fishing out all these Boko Haram. They started killing them. The ones they couldn't kill, they had to hand them. And that's how peace returned to Kano State. Now Boko Haram has gone back to where it came from. Kano State is now at peace. Inside Kano Metropolis, there's nothing happening inside Kano Metropolis today. It's free of Boko Haram. I'm not happy. That's why I said I feel it's rather too late. Because this is not the Biafra we want. This is not what we want. It is not war. Nobody is prepared for war. One man, the Kanu is not prepared for war. How many weapons? Is it AK-47 you want to face a Nigeria army with? Is he aware that Nigeria just took the deliverance of Tukano from USA? Tukano. If today Nigeria army is still key, let us even face Southeast. Let's face Southeast and wipe IPOB away and their people. My brother, it will be carnage. It will be terrible. It will be unthinkable. And people will just die. Innocent people will die. Life will change. And nobody is going to support an Igbo man in this country. We have no friends. We have no allies. I don't know whether these IPOB people are even thinking. Do they even look around? You fight the man, Meduguri man, you fight Yoruba man, you fight a Niger Delta man, everybody is trouble. You insult people, insult their chiefs, insult your own chief. When the war comes, who is going to fight for you? What do you have? Support. If our brothers in Niger Delta decide to do what they did in 1967, who is going to be the fool? Who is going to regret it? OJUKWU will say, okay, see, these children have done the same mistake as me. Are we making him proud? This time around, the hit that's coming from Niger Delta is 10 times more than how it was in 1960. So what are they getting to? Is it because of Buhari has not decided to say, okay, let me even face the Bukara and this IPOB. If Buhari today say, okay, face this IPOB, fish them out. If it takes, this one they have killed more than 7 military. If it was Obasanjo, my brother, today, in East, nobody will be sleeping. That's one thing we should think of. Even though as much as Buhari is a very useless Fulani Janjaweed, he still is not taking the direction of Obasanjo. Carried it out in the southeast by now. Everywhere for don't catch fire. But now, up to today, there is peace. They have killed army, they have killed police for some months now. Still, Buhari has not decided to do what Obasanjo did. Do I probably think that they are being clever? Why do they think that Nigeria army is scared of them? Why? I don't understand that mentality. How can you say Nigeria army is scared of you? What do you have? How many militaries? What weapons do you have? Is it the man on Facebook that is deceiving you? How many weapons did he buy for you? How many? What do you have? Do you have any? Do you have rocket propeller? AK-47, how many do you have? Do you want to fight Nigerian military with AK-47? The thing is that most of our people don't know the capacity of Nigerian military. If you go to Jaji, the ones that are in Kaduna will know, because Kaduna is a center. When you go to the north, when you go to Kaduna, when you go to Abuja, when you visit the barracks, when you go to, you see the capacity of this Nigerian military. The weapon, what they have, is not nicely. Okay, take Boko Haram for instance. Boko Haram has been struggling since almost the same time. Boko Haram started around 2009. Do you know the kind weapons Boko Haram has? Boko Haram has international alliance. Boko Haram is ISWA. Boko Haram is funded both internationally and locally, and self-finance. That's to show you the kind of money Boko Haram has. Boko Haram has three sorts of routes of money. SWAT, ISWA gives them money. They generate their own money for kidnapping. And some politicians in Nigeria give them money to show you how powerful Boko Haram is. Yet, Boko Haram has everything. They confiscate weapons from Nigerian army. They kill Nigerian army, take their armor tanks, take everything. They have guns, they have the rocket propellers, they have different R3, name the machines. They have all of them. They have the armor tankers, they have this one that launches from, they have everything. But today, Boko Haram cannot capture Maiduguri. Boko Haram cannot capture Borno State as a state, and that is what they want to do. They have not done it till today, since 2009. They are still in the village, they are still in the villages. If they capture village, they will take it from them again. Boko Haram has not taken over the state. If you go to Maiduguri today, people are living their lives in the state capital. It only happened in the village. This is Boko Haram that has everything on international connect. They even have international routes to connect Libya, Mali. So they have where to escape. Where do we have to escape? In Igbo land. If IPOB want to escape, okay, they are looking at South-South. If South-South decide to turn their hand, to turn against them, If Port Harcourt decides to turn against them, where are they going? Where is going to be their access route? Where? There are logistics. There are things you should think. You can't just sit down and start calling for war or trying to push your people to war. You should check some things. Where are your alliances? Where are your internal alliance? How solid is your alliance within the country? Igbos have 0 alliance. We have, in the scale of 100, we have, let me just say, we have like 10% alliance. Some people sympathize with us in the South, and some people feel that, okay, they want freedom as well. But the majority of South still are not still okay with Biafra, and that is just the truth. So where is your escape route? Where is your land route? We are not talking about air again, because during war, no air for the rebels. Anything that flies goes down. So it's still the army that will have air. So what is Nnamdi Kanu trying to put our people in? Today, Maiduguri, Boko Haram, with all their weapons, their men, their ground troop is terrible, is scary. They have large ground troops. They are suicidal. They kill themselves. They kill themselves. The pipe bomb explode. That's to show you the kind of people they are. They die in the battle, but yet they have not captured Maiduguri as a state. So what is IPOB thinking? They want to fight from where to where? With what? Fight with who? Nigeria Army just took Tucano. Do you know what Tucano jet is? IPOB is shouting, blah, 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 and the army, Nigeria Army is scared of you. What? What are you saying? You are not a threat. You are not a threat. You are not. Do you think that Nigeria Army don't have intelligence? You are not a threat yet. It's even now that you people are killing, all these people are killing now. You are now becoming a threat. All those one you guys are doing, if you are not threat, they were just looking that these guys are still not threats. But you people are now making yourselves threats. And you think Nigeria Army will be scared of you? Have you seen Nigeria Army being okay? They are tired of Borno fights. No. Boko Haram has not captured that state till today. How can you capture Southeast? How many people are even in the mindset to fight war? How many in the Southeast? How many? They are just, most of them want peaceful IPOB. My brother, please, we have to do something. This is getting out of hand. Continue with this program. I pray one day these boys will start coming back to their senses, because they are lost. They are lost. Nnamdi Kanu has done any sort of damage. But what I know, and I tell God one day, I know that this man is going to pay the price of everything he does. Thank you very much, my brother. Well done.
Thank you very much for your contribution this evening. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program, but the truth cannot be overemphasized. And that is, there is need for a systematic approach in this issue. Every reasonable Biafran understands that there are issues that cannot be overruled. Honestly, having analyzed most of the things we need to do before we make any move, and I discover we have not even started, because some of us think it's something you can wish it away. Maybe in the days of the raining season, according to the Bible. May God not let our fight to be in the winter, but with the level of grown-up men who are coming out already to stand in the gap, we are assured that it will not be so. And so, Biafrans, anywhere you are, understand this is not the stage of jumping up and down. This is not the stage of deceiving our people. At heart. These things over 4 years is being debated. And these people like China Sanwo, Chike Dozie, Tony Zurumike, To them, you don't know what you are doing. Is it not the height of what you people are planning? Now the Kanu, is it not the height? And then I keep asking them questions. It's like when you say some things, some people feel, oh, he's talking to my people. Who is your people? It's our people. And then we keep quiet and we just want to make things roll out normal. You are still not getting it. 100 in the Kano cannot even convert Afari Beku. Unknown government, please go to Afari Beku. Then we know you are serious. So that the villagers, your villagers, will teach you lesson. Unknown government, please come to Afari Beku. Let us use our tongue and count our teeth. Because this thing Nnamdi Kanu is initiating already. Just very few of them with our money blow the image on Facebook. And then you think something is happening. And then some of you somewhere along the line, you don't know what is going on. And you are the one analyzing. Hey, and this. OJUKWU was a politician. OJUKWU had international relationship and connection. OJUKWU have people who are the shakers and the movers of his time. All of them around him. But of course, we salute the courage of all those men and women. They stood their ground. They stood very firm. They did not back down because they were tired. It was not worth sacrificing another Biafra. And then they back down. Today, what are you? Why is this making you to waste the life of our people? So you be a supremacy. Nobody should allow anybody to deceive themselves. This journey has begun again as it was before. You are from Urubu Ishekiri. You are from Akwa Ibom, Tinapa, Ugebu, Bobura. You are Idoma, Igala, Iyala. All the way to Tweke, Pie, Mbiama, Browse, Abua, Adua, Ahoda, all of you. Down to all the villages, Ebake, Eboto, Ewohimi, Urunigwe, Utolokbo, Oyoko, Abavo, Abraka Oli, Mbitorumba, Mbise, Amandroba, all of you. Look for Biafra Nation family and get acquainted with what is happening. I'll take this last more call and then we'll wind up. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Well, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening from here, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is CHUKWU. I'm calling from Ukraine.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. Please, I want to ask one question. What are the strategies of getting this Biafra?
Your question is very nice. But as you know, we believe that almost everybody in the world is listening to this very broadcast. Some of them are friends and others are not our friends. And since we do not have any technology to decide who listen and who don't listen, you will agree with me that it is not proper to come on air and tell them the strategy. Look for Biafra Nation family close to you. Ask our administrator there this question, and believe me, they will gladly inform you, update you on what is going on.
Okay, because the reason why I'm asking is this. I believe you people have said that our director do not have what it takes to get us Biafra. So what are your own strategies to get us Biafra? That is why I'm asking.
But I want to believe my initial response has cleared that question.
Okay.
And
okay, I have another question to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
this Biafra Human Rights Radio, is it a place of gossiping or what? Because I believe here is where people gossip about our leader Martin Kanu. People who do not have anything meaningful to talk about. Every day you open radio and
is that your question or allegation? Is that your question or allegation? Is that a question or allegation? Is that a question? Hold on, let's discuss. I love people like you. We it's not normal. I say, is that a question or allegation? If you don't answer me, you won't talk. You should. You were enjoying Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra when he was insulting Uchemefo. It does not give you concern. You still enjoy him when they insult me. Don't call me brother. Go back to what you were saying. Ask your question. Let us reason together now. Don't call me brother. Are you alleging or you are asking question? Are you alleging? Is it allegation or you are asking question? Put me through so that I can respond to you properly. Are you asking question or you are alleging? You have to answer me.
No, I'm asking a question.
Then ask the question. So everybody, why is it so? It is so. Now, before I answer you the question, I have to ask you a question. Why is it that almost 7 years Nnamdi Kanu was attacking only Buhari? Why did he not leave Buhari alone? Why wasn't Nnamdi Kanu attacking Owazurike for more than 7 years? Nnayanwodo for more than 7 years. Why?
Because they are not doing well.
We are now attacking Nnamdi Kanu because he's not doing well. Don't you get it? We were more committed to his cause. Okay, what is it that Nnayanwodo did not do well? What is it that Nnayanwodo did not do well that Nnamdi Kanu keep attacking?
Brother, I believe you see what the
brother.
I believe
tell me now. Tell me what is one thing Nnayanwodo did that what did he do? Mention it. Let the world know.
Nwodo wasn't speaking for us.
And then Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking for me. He's not speaking for me. Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking for me.
Okay.
So you see, it's even.
But I think this is Radio Biafra Human Rights is where
this is where we expose evil. The problem is in Nnamdi Kanu, and we continue calling Nnamdi Kanu until he restoration. Don't you get it? Nnamdi Kanu is the problem, and we are analyzing the problem. To you, it's a lie. What did he sacrifice? Do you know how many people died? Where did you say you are calling from? Where did you even say you are calling from? Ukraine. It's a lie. You are another recruit. Supposing you are in Biafra land, I would have taken you for a serious person. You are not serious. Come home and repeat this thing you are saying. You are in Ukraine. You are telling us it's a lie. It's a lie. One of those recruits endangering the life of the next generation. It's unfortunate for you. What you do to other people, you don't want them to do it to you. Nnayanwodo did bad. Nnamdi Kanu didn't do bad. Throughout today in Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu is Uchemefo and George Onyibe. That is their broadcast throughout today. You are not ashamed. You come in here to advise us. Who are you going to advise? You don't even know Nnamdi Kanu. I keep saying it not for any reason. For almost 5 years to 7 years or thereabout, I stand as the highest ranking officer in IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu. For almost 4 years, we asked this man, you cannot sell the next generation. And so you that just joined yesterday, you are being deceived by a unknown government. You don't have sense. And you are the reason we are here. All of you waiting for us to stop mentioning Nnamdi Kanu, except I don't come on air. We must expose him. He's a liar and a deceiver of our people. He's killing Igbo people, endangering Igbo people's life. And you people living in Nnamdi Kanu, what has he done before? Shame on you. Bring your children back home now. We have set the table for all of you. And the game have begun. But nobody will sell the next generation. Nnamdi Kanu came here. He started with Buhari. He went to Obasanjo. He insulted the whole Yoruba nation. He insulted Asari Dokubo. From Peter Odili to Onyesuwike. I can only imagine what he did to Nyangodo. Are we talking about Rafael Wazurike? Are we going to talk about late Imam Mezu? Strolling down the memory lane to talk about Uche Nasiebu? Are we going to talk about Rita Monogo? Are we going to talk about Obidio Benu? Are we going to talk about Ike Nangwan Onyenyi? How many are we going to call and how many are we going to leave? All these are men who came out sincerely with all their heart to ensure that this thing of a Nigerian is put behind. He demonized all of them. He will be on air to yap tomorrow, and we are following whatever it is of his yapping. Somebody will sit down and say swelling words, get involved in issues that are bigger than him. Make on a live on Nnamdi Kanu. Don't you know the meaning of a child of circumstance? We have not even started. We are testing the microphone. We are calling all of you. Put yourself in order. Reorganize yourself. Look at somebody that person should be a married man with a father. Look at what you are yapping. Just look at the nonsense you are saying. That is how Nnamdi Kanu people function. They can't debate with you. They are the one who called for debate. They can't debate. You are coming here to LA. Why is it that Nnamdi Kanu? You answer me now. The people Nnamdi Kanu demonize. Where are they? Where are they? Unknown gunmen. You've turned to armed robber. We know how all those things function. But stop killing Igbo people. Unknown gunmen, stop killing Igbo people. If you are Fulani, let us know. Unknown gunmen, your achievement and Eastern security is to kill Igbo people. And I call upon all the monarch in Igbo land. Learn from Obi of Onitsha. Learn from Obi, His Royal Highness Achibe. All of you have what it takes to defend your community. This thing you people think is a mirage. Nobody can protect your father's house or the dignity of your parents' name more than the children. And if you cannot do it, I will assure you nobody will do that. I encourage all of you to float your own security outfit. Our fathers fought to protect our land in this very moment. And then if we are truly their son, we will give anything to defend our community. Not somebody who cannot go to his village is coming to protect your family. His own street in Aba Fari Beku, he is nobody. Shame. And then you are jumping up and down. Hey, on a soputo budanyo, or choice soputo budanyo. Unwe muche ndiohi. That is another beneficiary. All these things you are saying. Let Chike Dozier come out and talk. Let all those gangsters called US, let them come out and talk. Look at the old man like that. Very old buffoon like that. Look at how they reason. Look at how they reason. And the world is listening and you think they will have respect for you. Only Nnamdi Kanu siphon all the money IPOB contributed worldwide. And to deceive you is to hire media recruit. Some based in Kuwait. Some ignorant people like you. Yapping everywhere. This is a decade gone already. The only thing we have is one story, one cock and bull story to another. And then how many lifetimes do we have? I am talking to the next generation of Biafra, and of course those who their brain has not been damaged by Shrine. Nnamdi Kanu took all of us to Shrine. By now he thought he will whine me, and then Abenokpabi begin to speak through me. Or maybe he shut my mouth. So those of you whose brain are being destroyed by Shrine, the juju Nnamdi Kanu gave to you, you will be fine, don't worry. We will deliver you. But for us, in the spiritual arena, we are referred to as the ungifted. Some of these days you will know what it means. So when you are doing your charm and your juju, it can't get close to us. When we reason abnormally, anti-clockwise, because you people are not, most of you people are not okay. But that having been said, everybody must be on the lookout. They went to Imo and said they are on Eastern security. Innocent people died. They are in Anambra now doing unknown government. Innocent people are dying. They then become the commander of NSAS. Innocent people died. In Obigbo, innocent people die. In Emenike, Enugu, innocent people die. But the real people who are projecting this evil, Bright Chimezie, Benjamin Madubugu, Nnamdi Kanu, all of them are enjoying living in affluence. Their own children at home. All of you, go on with your game. We shall see how you will set the next generation. And ya nekono ramini bumpu tobale. Makene mwasini nana heko. Okay. I will be signing off from here. And in a few hours from now, I will still be back. It is Biafra or Biafra. We put our blood in this thing. We know what we agreed before joining here. And every one of those terms must be met. It must be met. So you are doing your game. I can tell you areas where you have made mistake. Go and start this thing from your village, Afari Beku. Ndiohi.
The spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it flow like a river? Spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it rise like a big star? Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, upon anybody, with the again, this my freedom. Rise up, upon anybody, with the again, this Biafra. Our Father who art in heaven, we say hello be thy here on earth that is in heaven. Promise your people, oh, is a promise, you promise the Biafra. Yes, it's amalgamation, we see the suffer. Today, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us, so they make war govern us, and our senators. Don't turn against us, they want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable. Because the fire is unquenchable. Freedom. If you're broken on a Biafra, freedom. Cause if you're broken on a Biafra, freedom. Make you freedom to go. Because you fired on it too much. Because you cried on it too much, yo. Because you suffered on it too much, yo. Inamidation, because you killing on it too much, yo. Because you suffered on it too much, yo. Because you cried on it too much, yo. Inamidation, yeah. My brother, rise up and let's march into the promised land, our paradise. I am that I am, says the Lord is a mighty man in battle. Whenever he say yes, nobody can say no. I say nobody can battle with the Lord. Papa, all the killing them are killing me. Before they go leave us as a Biafra, I'm in the million soul. But I want to kill before I can see assassination. Me they ask United Nations, me they ask European Union. in my nation, oh.
Tropical mix.
I need my freedom. Let it Biafra